Hey fam, how are y'all doing tonight? I was going to go live yesterday, changed my mind, decided to just chill out. Then was watching Patrice tonight and was like, you know what? I think I'll go live because I have to do that box full of shirts tonight. And I have actually I don't even know how many shirts it is, y'all. I don't it's crazy when I have certain orders from certain places. I don't even count. I just do them. Oh shoot. Actually, it's DTF for the t-shirts. And then it's why my phone was tripping. It's DTF on some t-shirts. Then it's embroidery on some polo shirts. I forgot about the polo shirt embroidery. And then I got duffel bags to embroider. So I got a lot to do. And it's just like, you know what? We can work together. How cool would that be? What is this? All right, let me see how many shirts. Hopefully you guys are doing great tonight. Let's see how many shirts we got, y'all. To DTF. We've got 10, 20, 25 with that half of the order. And then 20. So 45 t-shirts. Oh no, that's not right. Hold on. What in the world? What is my... That's the right email. Okay, so I have 24 t-shirts here. And then 25 t-shirts here. So almost 50 shirts, 49 shirts to do. DTF. And so what I've done is I've bought transfers because I have yet to put my machine back together. I have not done that yet. Either DTF machine actually. So that needs to be a project on the horizon. It's just I've been putting it off because part of me is thinking about making Betty sublimation. But then again, I don't know because I have cloths. So I don't know. We'll see. At any rate, how are y'all doing this evening? So what we need to do is that's a box of brand new black Gildan heavyweight t-shirts. And we are going to have to pre-press the shirts because I always pre-press my DTF before applying DTF. I always pre-press my vinyl before applying the vinyl. So we're going to pre-press the shirt. Then we're going to line up our vinyl, DTF transfer, press the DTF transfer, let it cool, set it off to the side, do the next one, set it off to the side, do the next one, then go back and then peel them. Then after we peel them, then we'll do the third press. It's a lot of work. So a lot of times it helps, to like pre-press your stuff ahead of time. Like if I had a pre-press yesterday or something like that, then I could just go ahead and just press my stuff today. But I didn't do that, so it kind of sucks. But it'll be all right. We're gonna have fun. Chris Smith, hey. Eliana, hey. Miss Corrected Creations, hey. Demps is here. Nicole is here. Miss JB is here. Tamika Cole is here. Chris Smith said we can motivate you. We will rock you. Hey, Rolane, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Wash your hands. Hello. How are you? Michelle Anderson. Hello, Sharon Davenport, my love. Hello, Elaine Dickerson, Lori Campbell, my love. Fabulous, it's my love. Honey bunnies all over the place. L. Nicole. L. Nicole, is no telling. Right now, the way just, I don't know. I'll have to check and see. Patrice, hey, Patrice, how are you? Kathy, hello. That's smart. Mary Brown, hello. Nicole Reeves, hello. Jesse Gibson, Deborah Garrett, Gina Go. Hey, Gina, where's Rugy? Cheryl Sampson, hello. Danny Dewar, hello. Just Paper Crafting. Hey, Just Paper Crafting. Rosalind, hello. T Create. Hey. Teresa Sister Heart Crafts and Things. Patrina Gosha, hello. Aliana says, welcome to the crafting party. I know, right? Walk by Faith, hello. Welcome. Thank y'all for joining us. So I am going to, which camera should we do? We'll split between Tealy and the table. Oh, you know what? Let's do the table first. I just took myself out of the whole stream. That was crazy by touching the mouse wheel. Let us go to boom, just like that, and stupid what's her face is on. So hang on, y'all. Let me switch you back. I cannot stand auto focus. Wasn't planning on going live tonight, so it might be a little bit hectic, just a little bit. Let's get that turned off because that's a pain in the patootie. Oh, I can't do that one yet, but I can do this one. Advanced. There we go. Boom. All right. Now we can switch all over. There we go. Sorry about that. Sorry. I was doing too much with too many different programs. Okay, so that's that one. And now we're going to add, where are you? Right here. Not that, this. Okay. Now that we have this, we're going to do that. No, we're going to do that. Actually, I said I was going to wait on that. So let's go back. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, that's what happens when you got too many cameras, too many chiefs, and not enough Indians. All right, let's see. Put y'all where I can see you. There we go. Yeah, you know we can't have live without technical difficulties. That's a part of the stream. And this is something that we're going to have a video about really soon. Super excited about this roll right here. It's not anything new, but it's kind of like new to me. And I did this shirt and I got a video I'm editing. Excuse me for that. All right. So the reason why I said we were going to have to come over here first is because I have this. So I ordered some transfers from Pink's Tees and Things, and she does a fantabulous job on my transfers, or she did a fantabulous job on my transfers. That was my first time getting transfers from her. Then, y'all, I sent it, but did not specify the color. So I'm gonna have to reorder from Pink's Tees and Things. Hey, Pam for Rockville, Maryland. Welcome, my dear. Always a pleasure to have new faces. We appreciate you hanging out. So because I did not specify the color, my transfers from Pinks won't work. So I'm gonna have to reorder. And that was totally all my bad. And what I ended up doing, because I didn't want to put her under any pressure in having, because I needed these like ASAP, because I figured it was, when I ordered them from her, I figured it was about time for my customer to order again, and it was. So by the time I got the order from her, they put in their order, and I was like, I can't wait. So I had to go ahead and order. At any rate, I had to use my old supplier and get the transfers. So, which is why I'm having to cut them on the roll. Pinks actually trims and cuts hers for you. So she sent them already cut into individual transfers, which was awesome sauce. But with these, I'm going to have to cut them. So I was going to go ahead and press shirts, but I need to cut these first. So that's what we're going to do. Let me see if I can't latch this down this time, because it may not, because it's hanging off. Well, I don't know. It's acting like it will. Cool. All right. So I'm going to cut these into sections. I can't remember how many I have because I got extras. Is it a gang sheet? This was a gang that I ordered from this particular supplier, which is why they're not perfectly lined up. But it allows me to get more per sheet, where I don't feel like I'm wasting transfers. What is this? This is vinyl HTV. Move that. So yes, this company does gang sheets for me on. Well, I mean, Pinks does gangs as well. Hey, Lena, she does gang sheets as well. Yeah, Kathy, I'm sorry. Hey, Angel B, honey, how are you? Elaine Dickerson said hers was purple. Y'all had to make it my favorite color, so I guess that worked. Great. Made the background purple. So pretty much that's all I'm doing tonight is working on these orders. I would like to get them done tonight. Now, whether or not that's going to happen or not, don't know. Because unfortunately, sometimes a heifer gets tired real quick. And then she's like, you know what? I think I'm going to lay down. And I'll go lay down. So, but right now, I'm just going to cut these transfers. Then once we're done cutting the transfers, I will start pre-pressing the shirts. And then I could see, and Mr. McQuackins fusses at me all the time about doing too many things at once. So I could theoretically have the polo shirts embroidering while I'm doing this, but the polo shirts embroider up so quickly that it really doesn't make sense for me to do that. And then I mess myself up doing too much, and then something messes up, and then I'll be real sad because I didn't take heed to his advice. The transfer, this is DTF, so direct to film. Now what the actual film itself is made of, I'm not sure, but the ink, the DTF inks are very similar in consistency, and in some instances are the same as DTG inks, which is direct to garment. One particular company that I was purchasing film from, their DTF and DTG machines were pretty much one and the same. It's just they had a way to change over from one to the other, which was pretty neat. And you use both inks for both machines, so that was pretty cool. But I just bought their film. I didn't buy their ink because I was using big boy inks. Big boy inks until I got kind of lazy and let my machine clog. Oh, and just FYI, I may have to like step away to the kitchen for a moment because I've been making pot pies this evening rather. So I made some pot pies for my son and his wife and my grandbabies. And I had extra pot pie left, so I brought it home, popped it in the oven, and I may have to go grab it out of the oven. So if I'm like, oh shoot, there's my timer, and I go get it out the oven, then that's what's what. I made pot pie, and I also made I don't know, those of you who follow 755, she had oh gosh, Selvin's Kitchen, I think it's his name, on her show, or she did he was one of her top 5, and he made pineapple chicken that week that she let him win, or that she had watched the show and she loved it, so she made him one of the top 5. And so I was like, pineapple chicken, what? I'm gonna have to make it. And so I not only made pot pies tonight at their house, I also made pineapple chicken. And y'all, when I tell you that pineapple chicken is thing, oh my god, because I loves me a pot pie, but that pineapple chicken was rivaling the pot pie. I mean, it was good too. The gang sheets, if I'm not mistaken, I did the 24-inch wide. So, with it being 24 inches wide, it pretty much, I can just keep going as big as I want, even though the way his assistant did these this time, there's my timer. What did I tell y'all? The way he did my gang sheets for me before, when I had them done in the past, he didn't break up the sheets like he has on his website. Not quite brown enough. We're gonna get that a little bit more. Let's see. Let's go. Let's do that right there. So he has on his website all kinds of sizes of gang sheets, right? The biggest gang sheet size he has is 24 by 24. But whenever I would go get transfers in the past, I didn't have to break it up into 24 by 24. He just took my design and just let it go as long as however many I needed. But his assistant didn't know that, or either he taught her to do different. And so this time she did it 24 by 24. And so there are spaces I'm noticing in my transfer, wasted space, in my opinion, in the transfers. And so it's just like, bro, why? Because his machine is massive. His is 24 by 24, and it has the automatic powdering and curing portion built into it. So, his machine can go as long as the roll has film on it without stopping. And so that's why I was using him before, but I wanted to use Pink's and get her transfer. See how there's this empty space there, not filling that, but whatever. It's no extra charge for me, but I also don't like waste. So to me, that's waste. It's annoying. But at any rate, he's local. He makes them. I go pick them up within, a day or two. And I'm able to get the job done ASAP. And he's real cool. So, but he has hired people now to run the machine instead of him running it himself. These transfers will be going to 100% cotton, black cotton t-shirts. Heavy Gildan, heavy is the type shirt. Like, I personally prefer Gildan soft style t-shirts for myself, or the Circle Clothing t-shirts are kind of like soft style. They're not heavy like, your basic Gildan t-shirts. So that's what these are. Prices and minimums. His website is expressgraphics.com. It's XPRESS as in Sam. And graphics is GRAPHIX. So it might be .net though. Give me a sec and I'll look it up and link it on the screen and in the chat. Hey, that to this creations, Dorica. What up, boo? How is you? How is Miss Foxy doing tonight? Dorica, you going to North Dakota? I can't remember who. There's so many people going. Your nails. Oh, thank you. I was bored. I sat there and tried to do. I tried to do French tips, y'all. It was funny. It took forever. I was gonna leave them just clear, and I was like, let me be fancy. So I put the white tips on and just was tripping because I'm like, all my nails all kind of different sizes, so my tips is all gonna be mixed matched. But whatever. All right. Yeah, I love doing my nails. That's some of my private time, personal time. You do? Sweet! Yay! Can the pineapple girl, Kathy, that pineapple chicken is bomb. Do you hear me? Bomb. Now I'm a chicken eater. I can eat chicken all kind of which ways, but that's, oh my God. And it's cool. Y'all, look, I'm gonna have to link that video, y'all really, because he took a pineapple, right? And of course, pineapple chicken. He took a pineapple, but what he did was, and I'll just tell you this part because it's just, I was like, bro, I wouldn't have thought to do that. But then again, I'm not a chef. I do love to cook, but I'm not a chef. And he took that pineapple and he cut it up. He there's the pineapple. He cut the top off, flush across the top, and then he cut the sides like this, kind of like an octagon. And he cut down the sides so that the outer rough part comes off. And then he set the middle part to the side. And he took those outer parts, washed them under water, put them in a pot and boiled them. For y'all to see what he did with that, oh my gosh. All I know is I ate a little bit too much tonight and almost hurt myself eating too much pineapple chicken and pot pie, because I had to have a little bit of the pot pie because pot pie is bomb. And I love my pot pies because this recipe, it freezes well. I mean, very well. So I'll make several, which I did tonight. I made, how many pot pies did I make? I made one with just vegetables for my son, and then all the rest of them. Okay, so hold on, let me check this first. You know what? I think I'm just gonna cut this off and let it brown some more under the heat of the oven. So I made one that was just vegetables. Then I made three that were dairy free. No dairy whatsoever. Matter of fact, the butter that we used in it was avocado butter. Girl, I was like, honey. But my oldest son is lactose intolerant pretty bad. So his wife had avocado butter, and I was like, but I couldn't taste the difference. I didn't taste avocado or anything like that. So, you know, it is what it is. And I think it was by Country Crock or somebody like that. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Then I made 3 more that were dairy. So I used half and half in those and real butter in those. So it was a total of 6 pot pies. And then the pineapple chicken, not Hawaiian chicken, but pineapple chicken. The pineapple chicken was bomb. Hey S Boone, how are you? You know you can peel a pineapple. No. I did not know I could peel a pineapple, but it wouldn't necessarily surprise me. I'll sit and slap up some chopped up pineapple. You know how you go to the grocery store and they got them little containers of fruit that's already chopped up and stuff. I smash a whole darn container by myself, and mouth would be just the burning. Slightly allergic to it, but I don't care. I eat it anyway. But I don't normally like get a whole pineapple. So it was cool to get a whole pineapple and cook it. And it's a trip because I messed around because I normally cook dinner here for my daughter-in-law. She comes weekly, and I'll cook dinner and then send food home for my son. But this time I went to their house and cooked. So I was hauling groceries 30 minutes away and forgot the pineapple here at the house. So I had to stop at the store and get another one. So I still have my pineapple. So I'm going to make pineapple chicken some more here and put it up. So I'm going to make it again. I don't know that I'm going to make it tonight. I want to make it tonight so that it's done and over and done with, but it depends on what time I finish this. So, but if I missed your question or if I missed your comment or if I missed your greeting, I apologize. You can type again if you don't mind, please, so that I can be sure to acknowledge your presence and that you're here. And where are you coming in from? Because I'm not usually on a Friday night. So I appreciate you coming in and hanging out while I do a little bit of work. Right now, what I'm doing is trimming some DTF transfers. Absolutely love DTF. If you're getting into t-shirts, especially with multiple colors in it, DTF, I feel, is the way to go. It's the wave of the future. It's perfect. It works great. Now I am interested in something else, but we'll see how that goes as time passes. I can't do anything about it right now because the way my bank account is set up, my bank account is telling me to sit down somewhere. So I didn't even get to replace my mug press yet. So let's see. But having to, because I'll be traveling in a couple of weeks, so I needed to pump the brakes on spending anything. No, Marilyn, are you serious right now? Oh my gosh, how are you feeling? Man, it's so many. This is crazy. It's so many people I know that are tested positive for that thing. And I'm like, don't call me. Don't look at me. Oh my God. I had it once. Don't ever want to do that ever again. Ever. That COVID was a fool. Orangeburg. Hey, Laverne. have you done your own wash test on the DTFs that you have used? No, and I'm gonna tell you why I haven't. I'm gonna tell you why I haven't Youngsters Clothing. I have not because this particular customer is a business customer, and that's not gonna work. I'm trying to tear myself up. And they, as a matter of fact, it's a restaurant, is what these transfers, these shirts are going to be for. And in the years that I've been doing their shirts, I have never wash tested anything that I've ever done for them, but they have not ever, not one time yet, complained about the longevity of the designs on their shirts. And so what they do is every quarter they order a new set of shirts to keep the black super crispy for their shirts, but they don't ever say our stuff is peeling off. And I know, you know, that they take them, the employees take them home, wash them, you know, because they have to wash them every time they work. And haven't had a complaint yet. Have not had a complaint yet. And if I ever do get a complaint, I'll fix it, figure out something else, do something different. But as of yet, I have not had any complaints about the DTF peeling. And they are under strict guidelines that if anything goes wrong, to let me know. Uh-oh, I knocked my bell down. I don't feel well, but I'm not really too bad. Body aches and eyes hurt, but I can breathe just fine. Things okay. Yikes. Let me know, Miss Marilyn. Keep me updated. When did you get your package while you were there? Because I noticed that it didn't quite arrive exactly when I wanted it to because of the detour, of course. But were you able to get that from there? I hope so, because I'm gonna be real sad if you didn't. Be real sad. So how much would I charge for a shirt with this on it? This is a bulk account. Left it at my house while we were going. Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Please give her a big old, well, don't give her no hug right now. But tell her I'm sending a great big old hug. I really appreciate it. Because that thing had me, and Mr. McQuacken was too through. I swear he was. He was very upset about that thing. I will tell you what he said, but I'm not going to do that on live. I'll have to tell you later. He was very upset. AKP Chase, I know, right? I had turned it off, though. I turned it off and did not set a timer. Let's see. Let's see. I stuffed this one, though. See, this is the thing. I like for my entire crust to be brown. And this in here, I need that to be browner. That's driving me insane. So I really need to put some foil around the outside and let this brown a little bit more. It looks beat up because I traveled home with it not cooked so that I could cook it here. So it's kind of beat up right now, but this is which one is this one? This one, I don't think this is the vegan one. Hold on, not vegan, but vegetarian one. Yeah, it is. That one was the one for, this one is the one for my son. And the other, I got one more in here that's not, it's got meat in it. Whereas that one only has a little itty bitty bit of meat. Because he prefers to not do a lot of meat. Thank you, AKP Chase, for the reminder. She said, I want a piece. Look, I don't have a problem sharing my recipe. Because that recipe is tried and true. It was given to me by a really good friend. We ate, I mean, every time she made a pot pie when folks had to get together, her pot pie was the first thing to go. And folks was like, I don't want to say fighting over it, but folks was kind of like fighting over it. And I was like, please, can I have that recipe? She was like, yeah, you can have it. I'm so glad she gave it to me because they ended up moving to Florida and I don't hear from her anymore. So I was glad to get that recipe. If I didn't, I do have a couple of cooking things on my TikTok and on my other channel, my personal channel, but I don't wish I could cook. Thank you. Latrika, I got your email, my dear. I have not. That's of my bad. I haven't sent that out yet. I have not sent that out yet. So I meant to respond early. Girl, I don't even, y'all, why? Okay, first of all, I told y'all, I think last week, that I put my car in the shop. Got my car back, put his truck in the shop. Y'all, why I get up the other morning and take a dang shower and the water is cold? Hot water heater gone. I was like, you know what? You ain't giving me today, Satan. You just ain't. We ain't playing that kind of game. You're not gonna be discouraged. I'm not gonna be frustrated. I'm just gonna handle it the best I can with the Lord's help. So it's been 5 days now, I think. 4 or 5 days. Cold showers. But we getting a friend of our family is coming to put the hot water heater in tomorrow, because we had to replace it because the home warranty people are jerks, and so I'm having to just replace it out of pocket, which was not a good thing, but whatever, it is what it is. And then that darn the warranty people sent share both. Okay, Lori. Warranty people sent a darn plumbing company out here whose name was Honesty, by the way. Sent the plumbing people out here. That fool had the gall, y'all, to fix his mouth to say that he was going to replace the water heater. I had a couple of pipes leaking, so to speak, that needed to be replaced, blah, blah, blah. $8,500. I said, ooh, you a lie. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, you have a good day. I will let you know. I ain't letting that fool know nothing. He gonna stay his butt right on over there with his little raggedy company. That raggedy estimate that he tried and thought I was gonna take. And then I called the warranty company and told them they can kick rocks. What can we do to keep your business? Not a thing. As much money as I done paid y'all over the past couple of years, and you ain't trying to fix my hot water heater. Oh no, you got to go. You was a waste of money. Period. So anyway, that's been my week. Yay! It's been crazy. It's been crazy. One thing after another. So no, I haven't. Just like with this order, even though I just got these transfers Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday, but I really should have had done this order. I haven't. It's just been something. One thing after another. So Latrika, I'm going to get that out to you. I apologize for not responding to the email. I saw the email, started to type it, and then something. That's how things go with me. I start to do something, and then something else happens, and I get sidetracked, and it's a wrap. I don't forget whatever the first thing was. Oh, I have 2 sheets. Oh, this must be the extra. She said she was. Oh yeah, because she scratched something off right there. I guess those were damaged or something. I don't know. She said she put extras on here. Let's see, like this is a spot. I think. Let me see. What is that? Oh, that's from something else. That's not gonna press on that side. So I think I have more than enough right here, but I'm just trying to get this cut up, because what I usually do with my transfers, I usually order way more than what I need, because like I said, they order quarterly, and they opened a second location this year. It used to be I'd have maybe 30 shirts, but they opened a second location, so now it's, like I said, closer to 40-50 shirts, something like that. And so I get extra transfers and I put them in their own special drawer right here near my cutting table, with some of those moisture packet thingies, the silicone thingies. And so the next order that comes in, I'm not in as huge of a rush to. No, Tilly, don't cut off. I'm not in as huge of a rush to order transfers because I still have some left. And they do keep very well. I've had some keep probably for 3 months. 4 months. Let me put this in the thing, y'all, because love to cook and have 5 chicas. A freezable pot pie should be wonderful. Yes. Yes, it is. Especially come wintertime, or in an instance where, like Marilyn, she's not feeling well. So a pot pie is perfect for those instances where you don't feel well and don't feel like cooking. You can just grab. Now that's okay. So you can freeze a pot pie 2 different ways. You can freeze it without it being browned, like actually cooking the pot pie, or you can freeze it with it fully cooked, and then all you have to do is reheat it. So either way you want to do it works. You can pull it out, let it thaw a little bit, and then fully cook it, or just reheat it. So either way, and it just works better for a busy, or like the one for my son. He's single, he's by himself, and he barely eats like he's supposed to. So it's like, I'm making sure you're eating something healthy, you have something healthy, so he can slice it up and then freeze it separate slices, and then just give out 1 slice, heat it up in the microwave, and go on about his business. So that's pretty much the way we've been doing with pot pies since I got this recipe, probably about 9 years ago now. Because when the kids were little, they loved pot pie, so I would just pull some out and do it that way. This is Express. Oh shoot, Express Graphics. There we go. No, that's not it. Let me pull up my email so I can make sure I go to the right website. And then, so I also have something else in the background, trying to find out how many folks are coming to the Graphics Pro Expo here in Charlotte in September. Because what I would like to do, here we go. What I would like to do is have a meet and greet where we all get together and have dinner. All right. And I found a really awesome spot that is old school. He's been around for years. As a matter of fact, the owner of the restaurant is going to be on A&E in September. And he's well known, well established in the Charlotte area. His dad actually started the restaurant, I don't know how many years ago, but it's been a long time. But his dad passed 8 years ago. So that was prior, that was after he had the restaurant a long time. So now the son has the restaurant. And the son, girl, y'all, we went, that cake is right there, but I'm not going to get it because not right now, Satan. But they had cakes. They keep cakes there, like they do soul food, a wide soul food menu. I'm going to have to show that. Wide soul food menu. So what I want to do is, whomever's coming, let me know what you want to order, and I can let them know ahead of time, have your order ready, so that when you get there, all we got to do is sit down and eat. And I want people to be able to get the food that they want to eat, because it is soul food, but they do like low down, dirty soul food. So chicken gizzards, chicken livers, if that's what you want, they got you. Not my cup of tea, but it might be yours. So, their beef ribs are but that cake, they had lemon pound cake when we went day before yesterday, or yesterday, whatever day it was. I can't even remember because I ate so hard and slept so good. That lemon pound cake, y'all, I kid you not. He said that the recipe was passed down by his grandma. And I am a firm believer. I would be almost willing to bet everything I own on the fact. Now, the grandma passed away 2 years ago. That's the only way. I can't prove it. But I'm more than positive that one night she was asleep and the good Lord sent a team of angels down to that woman to wake her up out her sleep and whisper that lemon pound cake recipe in her ear. You can't convince me otherwise. You just can't. You just can't, because that's just how good that lemon pound cake was. I don't eat lemon pound cake. I ate that. Diabetic and all ate it. Didn't care. Sugar high as crap. It was good. It was amazing. Oh my God, it was so good. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So if you want to do gang transfers, let me I don't know if this is the right website to give y'all or not, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway. Okay, so here is the website. I'm gonna post it in the chat. Okay, this is for business transfers, not like, okay, I need one. This is like gang sheet. I need, because I ordered 50, if not more. Okay, so let me share the screen with you so that you can see how it works. Okay, so here is the website. You can create an account. When you sign in, you can upload your designs. Your designs stay on their website. He does 12 by 7, 12 by 12, 12 by 19, 24 by 24, 24 by 36 gang size sheets. And here are the prices right now per page. So a 12 by 7 is $5. A 12 by 12 is $6. And you can order and they will make it within about 3-4 days right now. Now, I mean, the turnaround time can increase because you know how it is when folks get more under their belts. But if you're trying to do a lesser amount, now this is like massive. Now Pink's Teas and Things does bulk as well. So don't get it twisted. She does bulk too. And her transfers are gorgeous. They really are, because I did 2 different designs with her. And even though I screwed up on the color with mine, the other transfers turned out absolutely beautiful. And my daughter-in-law used them and they look great. So in this instance, though, this is the website that I've been using up until I tried Pink. And again, I'm going to send another order to her, but this time I needed to pick them up. And this guy's local to me. So that's why I went ahead and went back so that I could pick it up. But I did 24 by 24 this last time, and it's $17.99 a sheet for that. So you just create an account, upload the design, lay it out on the grid however you want, make sure it's sized to the size that you want, and they print it out, and that's it. If they have to do anything extra to it, any graphics work or whatever, they'll contact you and say, hey, this, I got your order. I saw your note, what do we need to do type situation. Really friendly, really great with that. So, but like I said, though, Pink's Teas and Things did an amazing job as well. And she cut my transfers for me. Like, she cuts them all. Whereas this guy sent it in a roll. Okay. So this is Express Transfers. Is the website, and I dropped the link in the thing. Beef ribs, I need the address. I'm only about 30 miles away. Miss Willie Roseman. It is called Floyd's. It is renowned. If you in the Charlotte area, you could stop just about. Well, no, because there's a lot of migrators here, folks from other areas. But any native will tell you exactly where Floyd's is. But it's Floyd's. It's Floyd's. Okay, so aside from that, let me also go to show you. Oh, here's my phone. Let me get the right website, and then I'll show you. I need to go check on that. Even though I cut the oven off, so it should be all right. Wrong camera. Oh, I was just scroll down. Here we go. So you can go to Floyd's Soul soulfood.net. Floyd's is the name of the website. I'm going to drop it right here where you can get angelic whispered cake to eat. So if you're coming to Charlotte and you want to come to the meet and greet, I need to know ahead of time. Okay, so let me know that you're interested. Here is the dinner menu, and just to show you, I'm gonna make some of y'all hungry. My bad. But like dinner, they got fried chicken wing, fried breast, they got perch, they got stewed beef and mashed potatoes. And when I tell you, everything is authentic soul food, like Southern soul food. Granny. Granny. That's all I can tell you is Granny. Granny back there, some kind of which way she there. Okay. Perch, tilapia, smothered pork chops, jumbo chicken tenders, meatloaf. Then the meatloaf is bomb. Baked chicken, breast, stew beef and rice, croaker. So you know it's Southern if they frying up croaker back there. I'm just saying shrimp and perch, scrimps. Let's see, where is the catfish? Where is it? What am I looking? Vegetable plate, of course, beef, barbecue ribs dinner. Where is their other stuff though? This ain't everything. She said everything was on here because I ain't seen the chicken gizzards and stuff because I was like, who won't eat that? But somebody eats it. It just ain't me. Sandwiches. They got cheeseburgers, tilapia sandwich, fish sandwich, hot dogs, burgers, baked wings, sandwich, add-on salad dressing, which is bomb. Extra meatloaf, breast, cornbread. Let's see, extra rib. I didn't know I could got an extra rib. I'm glad I did not know that. This is what? This is add-ons. Oh, that's add-ons. That's not. I was looking for this. Okay. See, this ain't the full menu. Did I get a picture? Of course I didn't. Oh, God. Desserts. Here's the cobbler, banana pudding, lemon pound cake, chocolate cake, sweet potato cheesecake. Sweet potato cheesecake. This ain't the full menu. It's not. Hold on. Let me see something. Popular dishes. Let's see. Ribs, stew beef. I need a picture of their menu. Because that ain't everything. I swear it's not. So I could just order one dish, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do anybody like that. So let's see something. No, let's just picture the food. I need that menu. Yeah, that's where I was at. Okay, that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna look and see if I can't find a menu, y'all. Let me see if I can't find it because the menu spreads all the way across the whole wall, and it's crazy. There it is, I think. Let me see. And then on top of that, they have while you're in there and you're eating in there, they have old school music playing. Like you don't hear, it's all from the 50s and 60s and I mean Motown type stuff, and you just be in there getting it. You know, just it's a trip. I love Floyd's. Let's see, is this no? It's not the same. I'm gonna have to go take a picture of their menu because I don't see a picture of it. Let me see if they got it on their Facebook page. Facebook. I am sidetracked. Can you tell? I spell. Let's see if this is it. If this is it. Photos. I mean, that's the restaurant, but I don't see the menu. Man, their food is so stinking good. It just does not make no kind of sense. Same pictures. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna have to go take a picture myself. Hey, you know I ain't got no problem doing that because I want to go back. But their menu is bomb.com. You know what? Let me see something. I'm gonna reach out to my Facebook fams, see if anybody knows anything. But at any rate, making me hungry and I'm a foodie. I'm sorry, Patricia. The food is good. I mean, pretty sure they had oxtails. Pretty sure they had oxtails because they have like the full Southern experience there. So yeah. We use a vacuum sealer. Most things come out great. Some Popeye should be great. Yes, Popeye should be perfect in a vacuum sealer. PJ Coppage. I don't vacuum seal it, but you can. I mean, I don't. It wouldn't hurt anything. Hey, Theodora, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out. Sorry, I was talking about food. The broth is medicinal. Yes, very much so. Which is why I'm saying, even with the chicken pot pie, you still get the benefits of the chicken, and you even if you prepare it the way I like to prepare it. Now there's a couple of ways. I may have to make a video. Don't play with me, y'all. Don't play. Because if you prepare it the way I prefer to prepare it, you get your own natural broth, chicken broth, right? So I like to, if I have time, that's the way I like to make it. I didn't have time today. So I use canned chicken meat. And that's the cheap way to do it. But the long, drawn out from scratch, complete scratch way is you take your chicken, your pieces of chicken, whichever you prefer. I like a mix of both light and dark. I prefer dark when I'm just eating chicken, but I like a mix of both in my pot pie. You put your chicken in your pot, boil it with your seasonings, your bay leaves, pull that out of there and let it cook until the liquid boils almost halfway down, and then add more and just let it cook down some more. I'm just saying that the health benefit that comes out of that is amazing when you're sick, especially with like colds and stuff. Perfect. So I prefer to do it that way. And if you do, you can use that broth in with the pot pie along with the other ingredients, and it really makes a succulent pot pie that is just like rich and flavorful. I absolutely love it. So I do love a pot pie. Pot pie is like the heat press is on. The pot pie is like perfect. Hey Taisha, hey Barcua, give Mello a hug for me. Her video would be great. I know, right? I'm gonna have to do something. But anyway, so yeah, that was Express Graphics. You could definitely check them out. And like I said, he does do gang sheets, and the gang sheets are, you can put whatever you want on them and they'll print it. They don't care. They'll print whatever. Okay, pot pie is perfect. So fine. Let me show you. Ooh, See, it was right here on the counter, y'all. Look at that. That lemon pound cake. And then they had the gall to put frosting on it that is just as lemony as the cake itself. I done broke off some earlier. Didn't need to. And if it looks moist, that's because it is. The angels told her how to make it perfectly moist, y'all. I cannot emphasize enough how good this is. And I had it sitting out. It needs to go back in the refrigerator because it's, man, y'all, I done already broke off that child. My husband gonna kill me dead, but it's all right. It'll be worth it. It's worth it. Worth it. Wish I could show you them ribs, but I smashed them so darn hard. Didn't even get to take a picture of them. I get their beef ribs every time I go because you can't find good beef ribs anywhere. You just can't. Butter, and more butter. Girl, I don't know what the angels told her, but they told her something and it worked. Worked for me. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me get this crap cut. I'm going to get this cut because otherwise I'll be doing this all night long and would never get this job done because it's already going to 11 o'clock my time. And I don't want to put this off till tomorrow because is my heat press still on? Yes, it is. I don't want to. I haven't done this during the day because the heat press heats up in here. So that was the one interesting thing about the heat press Patrice was talking about. She said it doesn't heat up in the room, and that would be phenomenal because Tilly makes a sauna up in this joint. He really does. Can't be mad though. He get the job done. Hey, the missus, how are you? Welcome. My bad, Nicole. My bad. You when you find something good, what the Bible say when you have it in your ability to do good, you should do it. I had to show it. It ain't right for me to keep something so fantastic to myself. It wouldn't be fair. So I had to do it, girl. I had to. I had to, girl. I had to. Cause that's one thing it's funny. My sister, she's actually my cousin, but my sister's kids, my sister wouldn't try new foods and stuff. So when she raised them, she didn't really like giving them new foods to try, like Chinese food and stuff like that. They really didn't get to do all of that when they were little. So when we would go on vacation and stuff, I would be like, here, why don't y'all try this? Because one of the things that I'd like to do was I would order tacos and eat ranch dressing on my tacos. And ew, lady, that sounds gross. I say, look, your aunt lady is fat for a reason. I'm not going to steer you wrong when it comes to food. So I'm going to need you to trust me on this one. Now, them heifers eat tacos. They can't have their tacos without the ranch dressing. They just can't. I told you. You got to trust the fat rolls. You see fat rolls, usually the food is good. And I'm not going to poison my nieces. I'm just not going to do it. Oh, Lord. Okay. This is a whole fiasco. All right. There we go. Yas. Okay. Almost done, y'all. Almost done. And then I'm going to cut them in half so that all I got to do is lay these joints on the shirt and go on about my beeswax. After we press the shirts, of course. But so I also intend to do a standalone video, but I wanted to at some point talk to you guys about doing t-shirts. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now is t-shirts, and it's cool because although I'm ashamed I haven't seen it yet, but I'm excited to see that the No Name podcast, they did a show about should you do a business or have your own business, and doing t-shirts of course is part of that. But the thing about doing your own business for me, which is part of the reason why we did the Rhinestone buy-in, is because I understand that the business, when you're trying to do a business, it needs to be done efficiently. T Johnson, I'm not sure yet because she sent extra, she said, when I picked them up, because why did she say she did extra? I can't remember why she said she did extra. Oh, because she said the print head, as it was print, which I'm guessing was right here because I could see where she scraped it off. But she said the print head was striking the paper. So because it messed up a couple of them, she said she added in extra for me, which she didn't have to, as long as I had the right amount of what I was trying to get. I'm not worried about that. But she added extra. So I really don't know how many I have yet. Until I cut them, we'll figure that part out. But I ordered 4 times. I don't know how many, Chad. Don't give me the line, because I'll steer you wrong. I can't remember from one thing to the other. If I ain't had my husband reminding me stuff, it'd be curtains. But at any rate, with running a business, it's important to run a business efficiently. I don't want folks to be wasting money when you don't have to. Are you talking about this? The missus, if you're talking about this, all it is well, you can get this at Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart. I think it's a shower handle. But on Amazon, the company that makes this ruler, they actually market it as a ruler grip. But it's technically just a shower handle that you can, it's a temporary shower handle that you can, it has suction cups on it that'll suction to the wall. But they market it as a ruler grip by OmniGrid. I got this off of Amazon. So if you wanted to find it, just go ruler grip and it should pull this up. Or you can go to, like I said, Lowe's or Home Depot and get it around about the same price, if I'm remembering correctly. They're not super expensive. But one of the things I found, I've been telling you guys through the years, whenever I have access to, I don't want to say a hookup because technically it's not a hookup, but like if you wanted to get business wholesale prices on things so that you can resell, that's important for a business. It's important for a business. Like, for instance, today I went and got content today, filmed at Michael's, and I went to the vinyl department and I recorded the prices of the different vinyls that they have there. And it's awesome to be able to go to Michael's and buy what you need, pick it up, and be able to leave out the store and go home and do your job or whatever it is that you're trying to do. But this is the problem that I have with that. I swear, y'all, if I do that one more time with this darn trackball, I'm gonna scream. I keep hitting the wrong button. I've never done that before, but dang sure did it today. No, Tilly, stay on for me, okay? Thanks, babe. Appreciate you. All right, let me look at my went and videoed. So Caesar Caesar mega roll. Okay, a mega roll of Caesar white heat transfer vinyl, right? Is 12 inches. Actually, I don't even think it was 12 inches. I think it was like 11.9 inches by 60 inches. Okay. So 3 feet is a yard. Now y'all know how I am with math, but a heifer got this on point. Okay, so you're talking about 60 inches divided by 12 is 5 feet. So you're talking about not quite a yard and a half. Not quite a yard and a half. All right. So if I wanted 5 yards, if I wanted 5 yards of white Caesar vinyl. Let me some paper it. Let me some paper it right here. Let me cut this first so that it'll be out of my way. Y'all, this is I need folks to hear me on this. I really do, because I need you to see what I see. And I might tick some folks off about it. I really don't care. I really don't care, because at the end of the day, whatever decision you make in where and how you purchase your vinyl is entirely up to you. But at least if you know what options you have available out there, then it's up to you to make the wise decision, or make whatever decision you want to make. I'll put it that way. I'm not going to say the wise, because some options make sense for you, whereas some options make sense for me. Okay, so let's do some math. All right, so we got, what did I say, 60 inches? That is tragic. Why? 60 inches. All right, 60 inches, but 5 feet. Sorry, 5 yards. Lord Father. 5 yards. 5 times. Am I doing this right? 5 yards. 5 times, I think it's 36, is 180 inches, I believe. Let me see if that's right. 180 inches divided by 36 is 5 yards. Okay. So 180 inches. All right. So 60 and 60 is 120. You're still not at 180. So if I did this times 2, you're at 120 inches. Right? So at Michael's, not on sale, the Caesar. Hold on, let me go to this. There we go. The Caesar Mega Roll, which was 60 inches, is $34.99. So it's $35. So if you get 2 of them, that's $70. Okay. 3 rolls. $60 and $60 is $180. That's right. 3 rolls. Oh my gosh. So 70. 35 times 3 now to get to that 180 inches. $35 times 3 is $105 to get to this at Michael's. Okay. So that's Caesar, and that's 11.9 inches by 60 inches times 3 rolls to get 180 inches. I'm sorry. Yeah, 180 inches or 5 yards of vinyl at 11.9 inches. Okay. Caesar stretch. Caesar stretch. Okay. This is can you see that? 15 inches. 15 inches long. Not 12, which is right here. Not 12, but 50, almost 15 inches long. 5 yards at $45. Let me make sure how much I paid, because I know it was 40 something. Hang on, and I'll show you. All because I purchased my vinyl from a vinyl supplier. I don't purchase my vinyl from Michael's. It's the same vinyl in a longer roll, but it's a vinyl supplier. You're paying retail when you go to a retail store. You need to be going to a supplier. Here we go. $42.99. Let me print this out if I can. $42.99 as opposed to $105. So that's why I'm saying to you guys, I know you probably, you know, with the buy-ins and, you know, and I may say, okay, well, you know, you guys, this is a deal. Other people may say this is the deal, blah, 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 blah. But what I am always trying to do is I am always trying to help you guys get the best deal possible. Why? Why would I do that? I'm doing that because I know how hard it is to start a business. I know how hard it is to run a business. I know how expensive it is for our supplies. I already know all of that. And I want each and every one of you, if you're trying to do this as a business, I want each and every one of you and your businesses to be successful. I want you to be successful. I want you to be profitable. I want you to do the best. I want you to succeed. I don't want you to do what I did and just there's a bad word to go with it, half-butted when I first started and was just floundering and wasting so much money when I didn't have to because I didn't know where to go. Okay. So the place where I get my vinyl, I've told many of y'all about them before. It's called WM Plastics, but I will give you a number to call. They're open Monday through Friday. and the rep that I go through, her name is Peggy, and just give her a call, tell her I sent you. She's going to be at the Graphics Pro Expo in September. If you're coming, you can get vinyl while you're here. You can get vinyl while you're here. She'll be at the expo. What machine are you using to cut a 15-inch wide roll on? I'm using my Cricut and my Cameo. The thing is, I cut it down to what I need it to be, because in most instances when I'm cutting something, I'm not cutting a full 12 inches. In most instances, I'm not. It's always less. Miss JB, see, she does it for fun, and she can pick up her supplies locally. She don't have to worry about it. I get that. So for those of you, I'm not about to press you and say, you know, no, you're not doing it right, blah, 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 because that's not the case for you. But if you're a business, if you are running a business and you're trying to legit be profitable, you want to try and make sure that each penny that you bring in makes sense. You need it to make sense. You just need it to make sense. It has to make sense. If it's not making sense, if it ain't making dollars, it's not making sense. And if you're wasting money, that's not good either. Okay. I'm here to try and give you all the tips and tricks that I know. Hey, Uni, honey bunny, trying to help each and every. If you really want to be out there and you're trying to make it just you gotta. There's Mr. McQuacken's taught me a lot. I'll just put it that way. There's a lot I knew, but he also taught me more. He's run his own business for, my oldest son is 27. He's run his own business for 28 years. So we've seen ups and downs, because we've been together. We've been married, I don't know, however many years. It's been 22, 23. Can't remember. 23 years, 23, 24, something like that. And I was with him working his business, but I'm not a math person. That's his forte. I'm doing good to do 1 + 1 is 2, but he's taught me a lot. Here, it finally printed, y'all. I don't know what is up with my printer and why it wants to delay stuff sometimes, but here is, hold on. I don't know why it took so long to print. That was crazy. Let's do this. Let's do this. And let's do this. Okay. And make sure everything. Okay. See? July 13th. I don't know how well you can see that. That might be too close. July 13th. Easy Weed Stretch. 15-inch. $14.75 a yard. I got 5 yards. I'm sorry, $8.59 a yard at 5 yards. $42.99. The more vinyl you buy, the less expensive it is. So because I bought 5 yards, the price was down a little bit, but it still wasn't going to be how much it is at Dern Michaels for a yard of their vinyl. $46.11 was the total. Hey, beautiful soul. So not only do they do vinyl, they also do screen print. They're trying to get into doing screen print transfers. Let me see. Web address. Hold on. I don't like their web address right there. Their web address sucks. But let me put the phone number down right here. And sorry, my big chicken scratch. 535 4657. I can probably get you her direct number too, actually. But Miss Peggy. And it's funny because when Miss Peggy came to the Miss Bickham that comes in the live with us, she came and I introduced her to Miss Peggy. Yeah, their vinyl is, you just I don't want you to oh, thank you, Miss Kathy. What kind of cutter? This is a rotary cutter. AKP Chase, you do not have to give them a reseller's number. That's why I like them. The vinyl is on screenprintresource.com. I think is where you can see the prices. Hold on, let me look that up. Screen print resource. Let me see. Let me make sure because I don't go to the, here it is. Yeah, screenprintresource.com. I don't go to their website to order. I always call to place my order because I'm spoiled. Hold on, let's see. And I like talking to Miss Peggy and a couple of other ladies that work there. So this is screenprintresource.com. This is their website. You can create an account if you want to on here, but you can also call her and let her know that she, you know, we referred her. I mean, it's not like they are awesome. They're awesome. So heat transfer vinyl, Caesar. Okay. They got easy weed, they got stretch, they got glitter, they got electric, metal, holographic, sparkle, twinkle, pattern vinyl, reflective, flock, brick, matte, puff, printable. They got it. And I like getting stretch. The reason why I like the stretch vinyl is because the stretch vinyl for t-shirts and stuff is amazing. I love their stretch vinyl. Love. You can get 20 inches by the yard, 15 inches by the yard, or by the sheet. But of course, these two guys are going to be your better value. Okay. Look, what did I tell you? $11 a yard. But because I bought 5 yards, it was $8.59 a yard. The more you buy, if you buy 50 yards, it takes it down to $6.89 a yard. Okay. You're more than welcome to scroll, look at their prices, look at what they got, compare prices, whatever you want to do, but they will mail out your order to you. But this is where I get my vinyl. This is definitely where I get my vinyl. As a matter of fact, let me show you something else that I wanted to do for you guys. Where is it? Or where is it? Where are they? Let's see. I brought them in and I wanted to do a giveaway. All right. I don't think I'm gonna do it tonight. I think I'm gonna do it Sunday. So if you're interested, oh, here they are. If you're interested in getting one, come be on the show Sunday. So here is a coveted Caesar color guide. Now, unfortunately, this is from 2021, but they're still kind of hard to get. And I have a few of them. Okay. The name is, the name of the company is WM Plastics, but let me write this. Whoops. Screenprintresource.com. Let me drop that in the chat, actually. Instead of just writing it out. Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go, baby cakes. There it is in the chat. And after the show, I'm going to put it in the, if I don't forget. Y'all know how I am. Screenprintresource.com. So I have these catalogs. What are these? This is for Caesar. That's how you pronounce it, like Caesar salad. And here are their vinyls. Here are their vinyls. This is the Easy Weed. Here are the colors of the Easy Weed vinyls that they have. Here are the Easy Weed stretch colors. Here is the holographic colors. Here is their blackboard. Here is reflective. Here is their brick colors. Brick is that super, super thick vinyl that sticks up like 3D off of the shirt. Here are their glitter colors. Their glitter colors come in a 19-inch roll, almost 19 inches rolls. The glitters. The vinyls, like you saw, it could be 15 or it can be 20, but these, they come in a 19. Matter of fact, this is a roll of glitter. And this is my HTV. This is the glitter. In my color, of course. You just had to have it that way. But this is the glitter. Okay. This is glitter. This is Easy Weed Electric, which is like a, I don't want to say iridescent, but like your chromish. I don't know how to do it, but it's not your plain colors. They're like got a different look to them. Here's the flock colors. Twinkle colors. I never bought Twinkle, so I don't know what the deal is with the Twinkle. Sparkle. Metal. They got metallic colors. That purple metallic is fire. Metallic. And then they even have the patterns, the Caesar patterns there. So, and these catalogs that I have, they added in the permanent vinyl colors, which is kind of like adhesive for decals. They got the glitter colors in here by Caesar. They got the holographic by Caesar. They're advertising that. I don't know if they sell that or not. And then WM Plastics also has their own custom patterns. And they'll do patterns for you too. If you want a specific pattern printed, you can let them know that you want a specific vinyl pattern and they'll do it for you. Okay. So this is going to be, I've got 3 for sure in a giveaway on Sunday. 3 of these with the insert and everything for a giveaway on Sunday. As long as I don't forget. So remind me. Hey, we still doing a giveaway? Remind me. By the end of the show, are we still doing a giveaway? Remind me. And y'all know I forget stuff. So just, it don't hurt my feelings to remind me. I swear it don't. Because I know how I am. So we have 3 of these. And these guys are vinyl wholesalers. They wholesale vinyl. Okay. Check them out. They're local to me. So if you're kind of close to me, you could order and go pick up because they do same day pickup as well. You got to give them like a couple of hours, but then it'll be ready and you can go pick it up after you pay, of course, but you can go pick it up. So I'm just trying to do my best to collect as much information as I can to keep you guys, your business is healthy. Okay. We need healthy businesses, you know, especially during a time where businesses are, everybody's having a hard time. Bump that, businesses and people too. I ain't seen so many businesses close during the pandemic. It was a shame. So for us, you know, little people, sometimes you just need that helping hand, you know. And I have never, ever in my whole life, even though, you know, I don't know how long it's been on, but that TV show Shark Tank, I've never watched that show until a couple of months ago. My Mr. McQuacken started watching it, and he watched from day one, and he's watching all of the episodes, trying to, you know how y'all do Netflix binging and all that jazz. Well, he's into Shark Tank right now. And I have seen a lot of interesting businesses on there. I've learned a lot about a lot of businesses on there, and seen a lot of folks blow up, and a lot of folks blow up and then blow away. But one of the things that was mentioned on one of the episodes we watched yesterday or day before, whenever it was sometimes, Barbara, the Barbara lady, she was saying when she started her business, she wished she had a network of people who were willing to share some of their tips and tricks and secrets and stuff, so that she wouldn't have had such a hard time. That's Youngsters Clothing. Sunday on the show. Sunday we'll do the giveaway. But she wishes she had somebody that was there to say, hey, why don't you try this? Or have you thought about that? Or this is what I did that was helpful. Why don't you, something, anything. It's hard trying to start a business. So when you get folks out here, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, and I'm not saying tell everything, but when you get some folks that's like super tight-lipped and not wanting to, I don't want you in on my territory and whatnot, and it's some things I can see a person saying I can't tell everything, but some things are like, bruh, it's just, I had help. Mr. McQuackins told me the other day, I had help, I should help. And I have always tried to do that from day one. The whole point of this channel from day one was to help people have an easier time doing the crafts that they love, especially if they wanted to do a business out of it. Especially if they wanted to do a business. So that's where we are right now. Is for the buy-in, just trying to look out for businesses or folks trying to start their own business with the rhinestones. It's not easy to do that buying retail pricing. It's not. Vinyl, it's not easy doing that retail pricing, especially when I saw them prices. Who was I talking to? Somebody told me about the price. Said, you a lie. Went to the Michaels and seen. I said, good gracious of life. That's how much they charging? Lord. Am I in the wrong? No, I'm in the right business. It is enough pie. It is enough pie, especially when I'm sitting here making 6 of them today. It's enough pie for everybody. Black Doll Shelby. Hello, my dear. How are you? I am cutting DTF transfers. These are going on shirts for a local restaurant here that I have an account for, that I've been doing their t-shirts for their employees for quite some time. They placed an order late last week, and so I am cutting their transfers so that all I have to do is just lay these on the shirt and keep it pushing. And you know what? I could have used my thing, y'all. Hold on. I'm already in a row, but that was starting to hurt my thumb. And my thumb was telling it. And it was like, you're hurting. I know you are, baby. I know. And I know, oh yeah. I'm gonna say I know I'm looking right at it and overlooking it. But yeah, definitely check out screenprintresource.com. If you can get in touch with them by phone, ask for Miss Peggy and tell her that we sent you, because I was just having that conversation with the owner's wife. That's not Miss Peggy, but the owner's wife. I was having that conversation. I was like, oh my God, can you believe how much the vinyl is? and how much y'all sell your vinyl for. She said, I know. Said she goes into Michael's and she'll see people in there buying. She was like, I wish I could tell them, but technically I can't. Whatever, I can. But not everybody is ready for that kind of information, though. Because somebody could think I have an ulterior motive. I don't have no ulterior motive. Matter of fact, you can call WM Plastics yourself and never tell them that I told you to go over there, and I do not care. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to put it right there. At the end of the day, I just need your business to make sense with your money. Help you be successful. That's what I want. I don't even know what kind of referral I get. I don't even know. I don't care, because I just need y'all to call and tell her that I sent you, so that she'll know that you're a business and you want to do good and make money. All right. I really don't need to be cutting this twice, but I am. I love paper cutter. I had someone, how long is the wait time on the orders for vinyl and the DTFs? So I did not get my DTFs from there. They're not doing DTFs. I did talk to them about doing DTFs, but I think what they're going to end up doing is screen print transfers eventually, because they do have the capability to do those screen print transfers and sublimation transfers. But right now, that's not what they are doing. Okay. But they have the capability to do so, because that's one of the other things they specialize in is screen print inks. So they sell screen print inks as well. That's kind of how they started. And then they just added vinyl to the mix. But they sell vinyl. HTV especially is what I get from them. Whenever I do HTV, I try real hard not to go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or anything like that to buy my vinyl. Unless I'm doing it for a video and I just need y'all to see a certain color or something like that, or if it's on sale. And usually I'm buying the Cricut vinyl from there, not the Caesar, because I know where to get my Caesar vinyl from. You have to have a special printer to print the vinyl. Now when we're talking about vinyl, I'm talking about HTV, which is the kind that you cut out on the Cricut or the Silhouette, and then you press it to the shirt after you cut out your designs. Like for instance, where are you? This shirt right here. This is an HTV shirt with glitter vinyl on it. So that's glitter vinyl. This is not DTF. This is glitter vinyl that I put on the Cricut and cut out that design and pressed it. So that's a horse of a different color. Usually on this channel, I'm talking about DTF, which is what this is, where they print the full transfer, add the adhesive, and cure it, and then I can press it to a shirt. That's a little bit different. Have you ordered a custom rhinestone design from? Yes, I have, Kelly. Definitely. Many times, actually. She's one of my favorite rhinestone template makers, actually, because for the most part, I don't have to, I can say, hey, can we do this in, can we do this in all SS10? And she don't gripe. She just does it. She works really hard. Do you have to be? No, you do not have to be a business to order from WM Plastics. You do not. Price range for the I don't know, Kelly. So a lot of the prices depend on the complication of the design, and I'm not one to price out somebody else's work. So if it's a super complicated design with a bunch of different colors, bunch of different layers, a large design is going to cost more than if it's like you know, a couple of letters or a small 4x4 design or something like that. But I can't, you know, tell where her prices are because I don't know. It's all completely based on the design. Brother, 6-needle machine. Okay, so you're embroidery, which is awesome sauce. We do embroidery here as well. Gonna be doing embroidery. I don't know, them be doing embroidery tonight now, but embroidery is they have some embroidery supplies there that's not necessarily what they specialize in. So I haven't ever referred anybody there for embroidery, nor have I purchased any embroidery stuff from there. So I don't know what their embroidery stuff is like, because once I find somebody pretty reputable and reliable, I kind of don't move around too terribly much. So I don't know what their embroidery is like. But as far as printing the vinyl, there are some products out there that you can use for printing with a regular printer, but there are a few and kind of far in between. I had someone who owns her own Cricut order something from me last weekend. She said that she just doesn't have enough time to make the thing she likes because she has little kids. And that's the thing. Just like with these from Pink's Tees and things, or these from where I've got these specific ones from, I don't have time to, well, let me rephrase that. I can make the time to go down and get my printers and get them back up and running and order parts and run cleaner through them and get them hooked back up, refresh my inks, get them all loaded back in, get more film because I'm out of film almost, get more film, wait on the film to come, and do my own transfers. I can, or I can order from here, although these people don't cut them for me. But as you see, it's not super difficult to cut my own transfers, and just do it. You know, that's one less step of something I have to do and wait on and worry about and fiddle with. Because these shirts, this order here, is pretty much the only reason why I order DTF. That's it. I don't have any other DTF customer, period. It's just these folks. They're the only ones that order t-shirts from me. And that's pretty much because I kind of eliminated that part of my business. But because they have been with me so long, I just retain them. But I don't seek or encourage anyone else. So that being the case, the DTF is me getting my machines back up and running is kind of, I don't want to say pointless, but it's kind of pointless because those machines really need to be running every day. They really do. You don't absolutely have to, but it's better for the equipment. That being the case, I don't run them every day. I don't run them every other day. This order comes around quarterly. So it would be a waste for me to have my machine sitting there every quarter doing nothing. And I don't want to do that. So that's why I don't have my machine back up and running right now. But Kelly, I will say this. Her rhinestone templates were flawless. Rhinestone templates are flawless. And she makes the Cricut version for you just because. I mean, all of her rhinestone templates include the Cricut and Brother versions because they're not the same as Silhouette. All right, you guys. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. That darn guillotine thing I was just using to cut my transfers is probably as old as my kids, and it's still cutting strong. I love it. All right, so somebody asked how many I have. I still don't know. 20. I believe that's 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At 30. So that's 100 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 106 transfers. So I have enough for this order and then maybe the second one, the next order. So these, what I did the last time I had this order done, I put pieces of parchment in between each one and put them in, like I said, their own drawer. Not sure I'm gonna go through all that this time, but we'll see. You know what? Let me keep these separate. Alrighty, y'all, holler. Okay. So at this point, I need to press shirts. Let me see. Is Tilly still on? Tilly turned himself off. So I'm gonna turn Tilly back on. I'm gonna move that. I'll move this. And I'm gonna leave these right in here somewhere. Throw this away. And get these shirts together. Now, I just happened to remember that somebody asked how much I charge or how much would I charge to put DTF on shirts. All right. So a lot of that, the answer to that question, a lot of that depends on the size of the design, how many shirts I'm putting them on, I'm not going to say the type shirts because type shirts kind of don't matter. Well, the one thing about the type shirts would be the size of the shirts, because small through extra large is one price. 2X is one, like a couple of dollars more per shirt. 3X is like $3 more per shirt, and 4X is like 4X and up is like $4 more per shirt. So that adds to the cost of the total of the shirt as well. Does the owner of the restaurant have a wife? That design would look awesome blinged out. I do have. No, he's not married, which is a shame. But well, let me not say that's a shame, because the restaurant business is tough, and he is in his restaurant all the time, and he just opened a new location, and he has a food truck for his restaurant. He's famous for his lobster mac and cheese. And he's been, Lowe's has promoted his business and blah 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 blah. He's known in the area too. But I have blinged out his design before. Yes, I have, and I've made shirts for them before with the rhinestones. But I guess in the restaurant industry, it's kind of like, not really appealing. I don't know. It was a hit at first, and then it fizzled out. Oh my gosh, it was a trip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the extra large. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What kind of sticker is that? Oh, packing tape. So this is 10. Let me see if I have any more extra large. Actually, let me look at my order. That's how I need to know. That's the wrong email. This one has extra large. 4 extra large on that order for that location, and this location has 5 extra large, so 9. There should be 9. I'm pretty sure I counted 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I got an extra one. I have an extra shirt. All right, so you can see how much I did for. Oh no, I guess let's get Tilly. Why is my camera washed out? I'm ready to fight. All right, so what is the brand? I am using Gildan shirts. Use a Gildan brand for this company, for this business, because they have a restaurant and they, wash and wash and wash and wash. I got them the heavy t-shirts. That's all I pretty much get for them, and they love those. So I prefer the Gildan brand. So that's what I use. The best place to get shirts. So I've been promoting for many years my supplier of shirts. The only problem with my supplier of shirts is you do have to have an account. Okay, you do have to have an account with them in order to purchase shirts. But when the heck kind of noise is that, Teely? I ain't never heard you say that. You vibrating somewhere. That's crazy. That was new. But if you're buying shirts wholesale, I would get them from here. Sorry, y'all, for the crunching. I'm getting the scraps of the DTF film where I was cutting the bigger pieces out of the way. Okay. Tilly, what in the world, home girl, homeboy, home somebody? I can't even remember whether you was male or female, but at this point, it don't matter. Why is you making a record? All right, so I am putting these off to the side, not back on my cutting table because my cutting table can't take heat. So I'm just setting these off to the side after I press them, and then I'll go back and add the DTF. But to answer the question, the company that I use is Carolina Made. I don't have the catalog in here with me, and I went to my daughter-in-law's today and did not take that catalog. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so they are wholesalers for t-shirts as well. Generally, and they sell all kinds of brands. It's not just Gildan. They do Next Level. They do what's the name of them other people? Next Level, Bella and Canvas, Fruit of the Loom, jerseys, t-shirts, hoodies. Augusta Sportswear. They do Augusta. They do because up in that area where the company is, they got a lot of high schools with super pretty decent sports teams. So they do a lot of cheerwear, sportswear, baseball pants and stuff like. They do all kind of stuff at this particular company. But it's called Carolina Made, MADE, Carolina Made, and they do ship anywhere. But when I buy from them, I buy bulk. Holler, Andrea, you got a good deal on your bags, girl. You gonna sublimates on your bags? Sublimates. Do you normally go live on a Friday night? No, I normally don't because whoops, sorry about that, y'all. I didn't mean to bop you. Normally I don't because Friday nights I kind of chill out, watch Patrice, unless I'm on with Patrice. Watch Patrice, watch Borakira. It used to be somebody else that went live on Friday night, and I'd have all three of them heifers playing, just watching, just soaking up the information and enjoying my good time with everybody, and then chilling out for the rest of the night because, Sunday is a all day project sometimes to prepare and all of that jazz. So the weekends I kind of just like leave for myself unless it's just something I feel I need to impart and want to share and want to have fun. But no, Friday nights I leave for those big channels, big wigs, the heavy hitters for their Friday night, and let them have their Friday night. I knock off Cricut hand presses on the way. Holler, honey, I gotta knock off Cricut hand press too. Don't get it twisted. If it worked, we gonna use it. All right. And make sure you let us know when it gets there so we can ring the bell. All right. And this is the part where it's interesting to me what Patrice was talking about earlier, where you're pulling on this thing. It does take some upper scrimp. And if you don't really have that upper scrimp, it can be a little taxing. Like right now, my back is hurting. I can feel it. But, oh well, you got an order that needs to get out, ma'am. So something like the press that she has would definitely be helpful. But it is an auto open. That one is. I was talking about helpful, talking about me. I was talking about me, Miss Patrice. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it. Nah, Patrice, y'all the heavy hitters. Friday nights, Friday night lights. Love sitting and watching y'all and getting to see Mello chilling in the background, coming in and out doing his thug thizzle with his cute self. So yeah, no, Friday nights is usually not my night. And sometimes Patrice is on late too. So shoot, I wouldn't. Ain't no way. I need to see everything. However long she gonna be on, I want to be there. Oh gosh. Don't make me make that a shirt, Team Heifer. That would be hilarious. Bling out a shirt, Team Heifer. All right. It felt like that was 40 shirts, but that was only 9. That was only 9. Good night, Jesse, my dear. Thank you for coming to hang out. I appreciate you always. That was only 9 shirts, y'all. That's the part that gets to me and why I don't do shirts for people anymore. Because it's a lot. It's a lot of work. People are like, oh, you can do it. Shirts are easy to do. I wish you would fix your mouth to tell me shirts is easy to do. What if they so easy to do them yourself? Right. Large. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So again, back to what the question that was asked about how much I charge for the shirt. Like I had mentioned before. Good night, Diane. Oh, Kelly, yeah, Craftable Things. She's right there. She just responded to you. Craftable Things. Please check her out. She has Brody, the embroidery machine. She has Sunny, I can never remember the name of that cutting machine. It's a cutter a little bit bigger than the Cricut. I mean, she's got her smaller embroidery machine, large, 10 large over here, and 10 large over here, and 10 large over there. So I'm supposed to have 20. Excuse me. What else you got? Patrice, she got so much stuff it don't make no sense, child. I love it. I live vicariously through her craft room. Me and 755. 755 Media. Patrice, I think you can post your channel. If you can, go ahead and drop the link. Or somebody who can drop the link. I would really appreciate it because Patrice's channel is awesome. Boracua Sewing and Crafts, her channel, awesome. She's on Friday nights too. She does embroidery with Mello, the adorable puppy dog. These are size large. I just realized I'm starting on a whole new size. Let's see. Let me move some of this out the way because I don't want to lay hot shirts on this. So sorry, talking to myself. Whoops, nope. I won't do that either. Okay. All right. So that's one. But back to the t-shirts. So the t-shirts are subscribe to your own channel. Hilarious. Please do. A lot of the DTF, so your DTF prints, if you're buying them from somewhere else, in order to determine how much you should charge per shirt, first of all, look at the work I'm putting in. First and foremost, before you even, people are like, I'm not paying $25 a shirt. Okay, well, do the shirt yourself then. And when you don't pre-press like I'm doing now, and your vinyl pops off in 6 months, and you sitting there looking crazy with a crazy looking t-shirt, don't come for me, because I know how to do the shirt correctly. Even then, I'll show you how to do the shirt correctly, like I've done several folks who wanted to do shirts. Okay, let me show you how this works. Sorry for bumping the camera. Let me show you how this works. And then a lot of times folks realize just how much work goes into doing t-shirts. And then, you know, now all of a sudden you ain't want to do shirts no more because you see how much work it is and how much expense it is involved in it. Because so when you're trying to determine a price, your first thing that you need to consider is the cost of materials. The cost of material. Well, actually, let's back up. We're going to back up a little bit further than that. The cost of equipment. Let's look at your cost of equipment. So, yes, you can do t-shirts with an iron and an ironing board. Is that going to work out well for you? No, it's not. So you really need to get a heat press. How much is a heat press? That depends. That depends. So you got a couple of heat presses out there that are like $1,500. And then you have some heat presses on Amazon that's like $175. Then you have Cricut Easy presses, handheld presses that sometimes are less than that. And then, as Andrea pointed out, they have off brands on Amazon that are even less than that. So you need to look at your equipment first for t-shirts. And let's go over a couple of things that you really want to consider before doing your t-shirt. Some of the things that you may not have thought of that, you know, you might want to have it on hand. Heat press. You want to have the pieces that go with the heat press. Like I use sheets of butcher paper. So you want to have butcher paper. You need to find out what material you're putting on shirts. So if you're sublimating, you need to have access to either sublimation transfers, or you need to have a sublimation printer with sublimation paper and sublimation ink. And you need to have polyester shirts. If not, you want to do cotton shirts, then you need to have, sorry, I keep bumping y'all because you're right here. Then if you want to do cotton shirts, then you need to have a material like Easy Subli or some printable vinyl or something like that. Okay. Well, if you don't want to do sublimation, you want to do vinyl, well, then you're going to have to stock up with vinyl. You're going to have to get colors, because buying just green is not going to work. Your customers are going to want all kinds of other colors. So you need to have vinyl on hand. And if you're paying, like I showed you at Michael's, $36, $39 a roll, you know, you going to go broke real quick. All right. That's vinyl. If you want to do DTF, which is what I'm doing today, well, then you need to price out how much your DTF transfers are going to be. So your DTF transfers, if you don't get a DTF printer yourself, which can be a little pricey depending upon which route you go, but your DTF transfers, if you buy them from somebody else because you can't afford to get a printer, then you need to factor in not just the cost of the transfers, you need to factor in the cost of the transfers being shipped to you, because it costs money for that. Like my transfers that are over here that we just sat there and cut, I picked those up. Although I picked them up and didn't pay UPS to bring them to me, it cost me gas to go get them jokes because I'm still 30 minutes from the place. Okay. So just because a transfer, a sheet of 4, I'm pretty sure it was 4 designs fit on that thing, because they're 10 inches wide. So 2 fit side by side, and they're about just over 6 inches tall. So 6 and 6 is 12. So 3 fit down on a 24-inch sheet, and 2 fit across. So 2 times 3 is 6. So I can get 6 transfers per 24 by 24 sheet. Okay. Because you can't get the full 24 inches. So yeah, 6 goes into 24, but number 1, it's a little over 6 inches. And number 2, you don't get the full 24 inches. It's something like 22 inches or something crazy. It's not fair, but whatever. So anyways, I can get 6 for $18. So that equates out to what, $3 a transfer roughly, if my math is somewhat decent. All right. So at $3 a transfer, that still does not include shipping for my transfers. Still does not include shipping. Does not include the price of the shirt. Does not include the work I'm standing here doing. Does not include my electricity for running Tilly, the hot heat press. Does not include the other part to what I do for this customer, which is bagging. I bag each one of these t-shirts for each employee. Usually, if I have enough bags or if I have enough time. If they kind of like rushing me, I don't bag them. But if I bag each one, I got to buy bags and bag each shirt. And then I deliver them. So, you know, I don't ship them. I hand deliver these or ask my wonderful son or somebody like that to drop them off for me, my dad. It just depends on what I got going on. So that is included, not included in the price as well. So $3 a transfer, not including shipping. Okay. Then delivery fee. Then the cost of the shirt, which at my supplier, I get these shirts about $2 and $2.40 a shirt, roughly, depending upon whether it's on sale or not. Sometimes I get them less, but usually not much more than that. Black t-shirts. So you got to include that as well. So if I just look at just the price of a shirt, which we'll round up to $3, $3 for the shirt, $3 for the transfer, $6. What sense does it make for me to charge $6 to do this shirt? Does that make sense to you? Does not include the cost of a new water heater needed to shower off the sweat from the heat press. Chris Smith, homie, right? Right. We ain't even gonna go there, cause Tilly be bringing the heat. You hear me? Tilly will have a heifer in here and drenched. That's why I be wearing little lightweight stuff when I'm on camera. I know y'all be like, Lord, that heifer don't ever have on clothes. That's Tilly have it hot. Between Tilly and my fibromyalgia, I don't know which one worse. With wearing clothes. God forbid a bra. But anyways, so would you charge $6 for a shirt? Would you charge $10? So add $4 to it. Is $4 enough for the gas, for ordering? Because I gotta pay shipping for transfers. Like when I order from Pinks, I pay for shipping. So shipping for transfers, or like I told you, the other place I had to drive to go get it. That's still shipping. Shipping for transfers and shipping for shirts, because I don't go pick up my shirts, even though I can. But that place is closer to an hour away, more like 45 minutes. So either I'm going to burn my gas and go get it, or I'm going to wait one day for UPS to drop it off and pay $26 in shipping. And use my 50 shirts. So there's a lot that you really want to consider before pricing a shirt. If you're doing only a couple of shirts, transfer is like just one shape, like just one heart in the middle of the thing. Well, I mean, you may want to, $10 may not be bad for you. But for me, I'm gonna need to be a little bit more expensive than that, just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. Oh man. So we're going back to the extra large. I just pressed all 20 of the large shirts, which gave the extra largest time to cool off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to center and make sure that my dooflotchy is what it need to be dooflotched. Where is my let's see. I'm thinking about cheating so that I don't have to stand here and hold up each one like I always do. I can't remember what I did with my guide. I have a guide that a company sent me, and right now I don't know what to do with it. So I think I'm gonna have to do it the hard way. All right. So I got some heat tape on either side of this transfer just to hold it in place. And then I'm going to have to hold it up and look and make sure it is straight. Because it kind of looks straight to me. So a little bit off, but move it up just a smidge. And did I make sure it was center? No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. It is center. Okay. That works. All right. So now we're going to press this. I don't need a cover sheet for this particular part because the carrier sheet is sufficient. But once this is done and I peel it, I do need to put the carrier sheet down when I do the second press of this design. But what I'm going to do first, because they're cool peel, I'm just going to go ahead and press it. And then I'm going to set it back off to the side like I did after I did the moisture, the first press. Okay. And what I generally do is I use the armpit as the center chest, and I try to get the word Cuzzos to where it's like just above the center chest. You know what I'm saying? Because that's more like centered. And then after I get this position, then I try to go this way. But sometimes it's a little bit higher. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But for the most part, this is pretty much where I put everything. And then I use my hands as a guide to see if it's centered. It looks centered. Which one looks crooked? So what I do is I put it on and then hold it up as if I'm looking at someone wearing it. And then that lets me know, because I can tell if something is crooked a mile away. And be like, ooh, Jesus, they design is crooked. That thunder? Oh, no. Because laying down is difficult to see it. It really is. Okay. Shirt's still on Tilly. All right, so that's done. We're going to move this off to the side. And now I'm going to grab this one and bring it over here. Oh, and now it is after midnight. And guess what? I want to go to bed. I still got how many more shirts? That was just one shirt. One down, 49 to go. 49 bottles of beer on the wall. 49 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around. Let's see. I want my shirt guide. All right. That looks pretty decent. I'm gonna bump it up just a smidge. Perfect. All right. Let's grab this one. And hopefully my mic don't die on y'all. Shoot. It's been charging, but I'm getting tired when I'm struggling to close that thing. All right, next shirt. Let's take a look. So when you hold it up, laying flat, I don't know what it is. Laying flat, you just it messes with you. It messes with you. But when you hold it up by your shoulder seams, you can see whether it's actually crooked or not. I can't explain it. But it works. I ain't figured that out, but that's pretty much how I do it. I sleep really good tonight though, knowing you knocked this order out. Whatever. I don't wanna. Oh, and then too, it could be how it was cut. But and then keep in mind as well, which it shouldn't have anything to do with it, but you see my camera is angled too. So that could have something to do with it from y'all's vantage point anyways. Shouldn't have anything to do with it, but it might. Not pressed yet. So let's press this one. Whoops, I did not tape that down. All right. Telly got me hot already. Mm-hmm. DTF is really awesome sauce, and they have a really bright color orange. His walls in the restaurant is his main feature wall is orange. It's really pretty. Ooh, y'all, I might have to postpone this because when the Lord out there doing His work, we don't have heavy electronics going on around here. The biggest thing we'll do is the AC. Everything else we shut it down. All right. It's a little high. Yes, it does help when you tape it down, Clarence. Very much so. This is DTF, Clarence. This is what... Really? Clarence, this is what I was suggesting, because the DTF, you can have it printed exactly the way your design is at the printer I was telling you about. And then when you get it, all you have to do is do what I'm doing now. Lay it on the shirt, press it. Well, you got to press the shirt first. Pre-press your shirt to get the moisture out for 15 seconds or so. Then let your shirt cool. Then put your transfer on it like I'm doing now. Press it for another 12 to 15 seconds. Let it cool again. Peel the transfer off. Then put butcher paper over the top and press it again to really seal in that DTF and make sure it stays on there a super long time. That's been the magic sauce so far that I've seen to help ensure longevity with these DTF transfers on shirts. But you can do pictures, you can do full color pictures, you can do one color, it doesn't matter, and you can put it on cotton, any color shirt, because it prints white ink with the DTF. So this is DTF transfers, what I was trying to tell you about, but we kind of was looking at some designs and stuff on that we can get printed to do this with, and that's where we'll get further on that. But so you guys, my brother-in-law has joined us in the chat and trying to get us all hip to doing our shirts and getting our shirts done. So give a hearty welcome to Clarence and let him know you appreciate having him in here with us, because the t-shirt game is on and popping right now in society, and we're trying to get as many folks on this train as we can. And this chat is full of folks who, that's what we do. We do t-shirts and we do embroidery and we do all of this stuff. And so it's a wealth of knowledge in this chat right now for those who hadn't gone to bed yet, like I want to do. Woo. But anyways, all right. So there we go. Bring that over. It's a lot better. I was gonna make it right. Cut this down. And this is pretty much it. You know, I pre-press my shirts by size. Then I'll get ahead of the game by pressing the next size while the first size cools down. And then after the first size cools down, and I'm done pressing the second size, then I'll start pressing the transfers on the first, go back to the first size. Because remember, we started with extra large. So that's what I'm pressing now, because the large is now cooling down, or it's already cooled down because I've been running my mouth. But I'm building up my stack of extra large shirts over here off to the side after I've already pressed the design on. Whoops, sorry, y'all. I keep hitting it camera because it's kind of in the way. But I needed to be in the way so that y'all can see good. All right. And then once I get all of these transfers pressed on to the one size, then I will go back with the same size and do the second press of the same transfer to seal it. And then I'm done completely with this size. Then I set it off to the side again for it to finish cooling off and be done. Then I'll fold them and put them in the bags. This order this time, I don't think I'm going to put them in bags. I don't know. I really need to email her and make sure it is okay to do it, because I'm thinking these are going to be handed out right away. These are not going to be put up. Nope, that's crooked. LC Holloway, I'm about to go to bed, but I really want to know about who you said does the rhinestone transfer templates. Oh, rhinestone transfers I get through, there's a couple of places. One place is the website My File Addiction. My File Addiction is one. The other place is on Facebook. There's a lady if you're in our Facebook group, you can just type in rhinestone transfers and she'll pull up. Her name's Impressa Anime, I think is how you pronounce the last name, or the last part of her name. And she does them as well. So a couple of places. Still dreaming about that lemon pound cake. Hilarious. Yes. Here's bomb.com now. Bomb.com. Like I said, I'm more of a regular pound cake. I actually make a killer rum cake myself, personally. It ain't Angel's Whispering good, but it's pretty darn close. But that dang lemon pound cake, it about took a heifer out. It's like, oh my God, I cannot stop eating this. Oh, is that straight? That looks straight. You're welcome, LC Holloway. How many more shirts we got in XL? One more. Yay. Super moist. I think there's pineapple juice in it. Ooh, that sounds good. Next shirt. Really? Don't be making noises over there now. I don't need that smoke. I don't need my heat press going out. I swear I don't. Ooh. This is the last extra large, and then we will start peeling our transfers. Let's come up just a smidge on this side. I don't know why I'm leaning heavy on this side this time around. Usually it's the opposite. All right, cool. Whoops. Oh, Clarence, did that when is the God, what's the name of that stuff? I told you to order. When is it supposed to be there? Saturday? The Easy Subly. Oh, hopefully it's going to be there Saturday. All right, y'all. So we have 9 shirts. They're a little warmer than I want them to be, because can you see that my mat? I hate that, and I meant to grab. My husband told me that metal will absorb this heat better, but anyways, I need something to help absorb the heat off this, because I'm tired of warping my thing. But at any rate, so it's cooled off. So now we just peel. And now that we've peeled it off, all we have to do is get a piece of parchment paper, lay it over the top, and do the second press. Right now, can you cheat and not do that? Sure. I already peeled that one. You can. But from what I have seen, and it's been my experience, that second press is going to seal the deal, as I like to say. So I highly suggest doing the second press, although it's a whole nother step. And somebody like me who ready to go to bed might be like, you know what, bump that. They just gonna have to be all right. But when you have a long-time customer who has relied on you and all this jazz, and they're wearing it in the public, in the face of public, on videos. He's been in commercials with my work on commercials and stuff like that. You know, you kind of want to make sure your stuff is representative of your business in a positive light. All right. So that should be all 9. Now what we're going to do is put them back on the heat press for this final press. So after this, we shouldn't have to press our shirts anymore. And at this point, generally, I'll fold them and put them in the plastic bags individually, or I'll bundle them by size. So these are all of the extra L's. No, because Amazon messed up now, saying Tuesday now. Okay. Rum cake recipe. If I remember to post these recipes, I darn sure will, y'all, because these are not angelic whispered recipes that I have. So, you know, I don't have a problem sharing my stuff. But they are good. All right. So this is the final press for these shirts. And again, these are the extra larges. And then we got 20 of the size large. And then we will be done with the extra large. And then what I'm going to do before I put the transfers on the size large, I'm going to pre-press the next size that's in my box. I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be medium, but I don't know until I open the box and see, or pull out the next level of shirts. Whatever it is, I'm gonna whoop. See, I almost messed up. You don't want to press this without this on there because it will stick to the lid of your heat press. Almost messed up, y'all. That would have been tragic. Because although I do have an extra shirt, I don't want to waste a shirt and a transfer. And I don't want DTF on the lid of my heat press. So you definitely want to remember to always cover up your vinyl stuff when you're pressing, because this, even though it's not vinyl, but the ink is, you know, kind of consistent, similar to. So you want to protect this because it can remelt, which in a way is kind of what we're doing, is melting it even more into the fibers of the shirt to help make sure that the longevity is there. Alrighty. I tried spacing with my hands even, wasn't getting it. Uh-oh. It's more of a, in my opinion, it's more of a OCD type thing, because I'm a little bit of a stickler when it comes to things being centered and crooked. Like I can see it, spot it. So sometimes if I'm like rushing, I'll miss it. But most instances, nah, I can spot something crooked. But I just lay my hands on each seam and I look at the space. Like this is 2 fingers and this is a little over 2 fingers for me, close enough at the moment. But that's what and I can see the spacing with my hand down there. So that's how I do it. But you know, that's, I'm sure, not necessarily for everybody. But if you are able to get that down, it's a somewhat of a time saver, because you don't have to hunt and look for your ruler and measure and make sure that this measurement is just, because the way I used to do it is to take my ruler, lay it from one armpit seam to the other armpit seam, find out what that measurement is, which in this instance is 23. Half of 23 is 11 and a half. So 11 and a half, and make sure that it comes down between this U and this I. And that's where it is. So this design is centered. Because there's 23, that's 11, that's 11 and a half. And the center is between this letter U and that letter I on the transfer. The only reason I know this is because that's how I was doing it for the longest, is using the ruler and finding the middle of that design, which is right there. So if I take the ruler and I go to the C, which is the farthest here, and measure over to the farthest there, which I'm gonna have to adjust it just a smidge, is 10 inches. All right, 5 inches right here in the middle takes you where? In between the U and the I, up against that U. But it's between the U and the I. So because I memorized that, I know where the middle of this design is, although it's a, you know, not like a perfect square type of design. Oh, man, this is hurting my back. I wish I could, because it takes me way too long. It does take time. It does take time. It really does. That's why I was like, okay, we got to have some shortcuts. And, you know, Matt from the Rhinestone World mentioned, you know, the armpit seam being the center of the shirt. I was like, you know, and then lifted up my arm and reached around where my armpit was on my t-shirt and came around and it was right in the middle. I was like, what? Shut the front door. Boy, I tell you. And ever since then, that's, you know, that's the thing. We learn from each other. Everyone has something to learn from someone else. And you can't be so stubborn that you're not willing to learn from someone else. Well, I mean, you can be stubborn and not learn from somebody else, you know, but I'm a firm believer in humility being beneficial. And humility means that you're willing to learn from someone else. And it will prove to be beneficial to you if you do. Because, like I used to tell my children, you may not like what I have to tell you, and you may not want to listen to what I have to say, but you can hear what I have to say. And it's up to you whether or not you want to follow what I may be advising you on, For instance, you may not like what I'm telling you, but there could be something in there that I'm telling you that's very helpful to you. So listen to what a person hear the person out. Then see if there's some nugget of something beneficial that you can take with you. Why not? Why be so stubborn that you just refuse to hear what someone has to say because you feel like you know better and you know everything? I don't understand that concept of people sometimes. But at any rate, all right, so that's all of the extra large shirts. And as I mentioned before, the size large shirts we've already pre-pressed, right? So here's my next size, which is mediums. Okay. So I have, let me see how many I'm supposed to have actually first. I'm coming over here to my computer and checking. So this one is 4 medium shirts, and this one is 6 medium shirts. So 10 medium shirts I'm supposed to have. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pre-press these medium shirts, set them off to cool. And while those are cooling, I'm going to start pressing the transfers on my size large t-shirts that I've already pre-pressed. So that way, once I'm done with the large, I can switch over to doing the mediums after I pre-press the next size down, which should be the smalls. Okay, because these are already be done. All right, so 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 shirts. And I always count behind folks because, we all have, well, mainly me, but I like to be sure I have the right amount of shirts. Okay. Which is why technically I should count them as soon as I get them, but I generally don't. And then, all right, so now again, we're pre-pressing the size medium shirts so that once we press the DTF on these shirts, it'll adhere like it's supposed to. The good night, Elsie Holloway. Have a good night. The length of time for me, honestly, you don't have to let the shirts cool down for the pre-pressing. You don't have to. So like if I only had 5 shirts, I would press it, set it out to the side, press it, and just grab it once I'm done. But I have to let them cool because this mat right here is so sensitive to the heat that whenever I put something kind of warm on it, it warps and it gets a bow in it. So that's why I let mine cool way down as much as I can. But it's not, oh shoot, I forgot. Let me move these shirts. It's not something that is absolutely mandatory and for a certain amount of time. It just kind of depends on your needs. And, you might have a nice cool surface to go ahead and set your shirts on. That'll cool them right away. The only time the cool down is kind of absolutely necessary for a certain amount of time is once we press that DTF the first time before you peel it. You can't peel it hot. So you have to let it cool down, to where you can at least touch it without being, ooh, that's hot. You really want it to be kind of barely warm to the touch, and then you peel it. That's the only time you really need to be super aware of how long it takes for something to cool down. But it's not absolutely necessary otherwise. So pre-pressing, I can press this now. Matter of fact, I can press this shirt right now. soon as it's done with the pre-press, I can put it back on the table over here and put the transfer on it. If I wasn't worried about this matte warping, you can put the transfer right on a warm shirt. It won't hurt anything. I just choose to let it cool off for a lot longer so I don't mess up my table. Okay, I'm tired of knocking stuff down. But one thing's for certain, when you're working with the shirts, you know, kind of, I like to do shirts in the evening when it's done cooled off, or in the wintertime, it don't matter because it's already cold. And it's a nice heater in the room. But when it's hot outside, try to do this at night. Putting the same size stencil on the extra. Yes, I am Kelly. I'm not, that's not something that now, and that's a matter of choice. That is a matter of choice. Okay. So if you, between you and your customer, if my customer said, I want the transfers smaller for the smaller shirts, then I would do it. But this particular customer doesn't mind. The small, medium, and large is all having the same size transfer. And personally, that's the way I prefer to do it anyway. I don't resize my transfers for my different size shirts. I just don't. I can't do it per se with my rhinestone transfers. So, you know, I don't do it with these either. But that's my personal preference. That doesn't mean that if you decide you want to resize yours, that you're wrong. That's not the case at all. It's entirely up to you and how you want to run your affairs with your shirts. Okay. Because some designs, like if it's an all over, not all over, but like a, you know, really big design, you may want to resize that for the larger, like 2X and 3X, or the ones that fit the 2X and 3X pretty big and make it down smaller for a small shirt. But I don't do designs like that. Right? Actually, this is pretty much the only design I do. I don't do shirts. So I've pretty much hung that hat up with the exception of this customer. And if I didn't know any, didn't think too super hard about it, I would have shipped these right on over to clearance and said, here, let's learn. And let him do them. Oh my God. Or my daughter-in-law, who is doing shirts as well. Teaching her how to do shirts. Why is my camera looking crazy, y'all? I don't understand. You pay out the butt for these cameras. Well, that helped a little bit. Somewhat. No, did that make that worse? By cutting that light on? I don't even know, but it's annoying. I don't know why it's doing that. All right. I don't know what number this is. We have 1, 2, looks like 3 shirts left, and then we can start pressing the transfers on the size large. And it is now 12:38. So this gives you a good idea as well of about how long it takes to do an order of shirts with DTF. Although I stopped a couple of times to run my mouth, but I'm just saying. And put up links and stuff. I'm gonna give myself a darn hernia and trying to push that thing down. Okay. So who in here does DTF, or have you considered doing DTF? One or the other. Let me know. Are you doing DTF actively, or have you considered doing DTF? If you fill up the commenting, I would love to know. Because DTF is, if you're trying to do t-shirts, I strongly suggest doing DTF. Strongly. Can you text me tomorrow? Again? Yes, I can. I sure can. Well, I showed the website earlier. It was Express Graphics, but I'll have to link the website again because I don't remember. See, it's like when I put the black shirt on the table. That's what makes the camera thing go crazy. That's weird. All right, y'all. This is the last size medium. Oh. And now we're going to go back to the no, not extra large, size large. Kevin Moore, yes. DTF gang. Hashtag DTF gang. Okay, so this is the mediums. All right, so now let's grab the large. Kevin, do you print your own DTF transfers? Because there's good business in that as well. Because there's a lot of folks out there that, like myself, that really don't want to print my own transfers. So I appreciate somebody else printing it for me. I wanted to because it was a game changer being able to use different color shirts, but I'm going to stick to sublimation because DTF is too much of a process. It is, Diana, unless you get transfers done for you. No, I have a DTF company that does it for me. Youngsters Clothing, love it. Love it. Yeah, get somebody to print your transfers, my dear. I mean, this is the cool thing. If I didn't want to get out of my rhythm, that's crooked. If I didn't want to take the chance of stopping and not starting back up till later tomorrow, which I might do, y'all, because I'm getting tired. I could show you. So, like, there are websites out there that sell DTF transfers that are already designs that you can just buy ready to go, and they can just pack it and send it. You don't have to send your own design or find a design or anything like that. And in addition to that, there are websites out there that will, like Creative Fabrica, for instance. You could download the designs from Creative Fabrica and have them printed. And those designs, some of them are already put together. They even have t-shirt design bundles that you can have printed, and make money off of them that way because they come with the commercial usage license. So you don't have to worry about nobody suing you for using that design. There's all kind of ways to skin that cat. But ultimately, I am heavy on the right. What in the world is going on with me today? Tonight. But yeah, there's ways to get DTF transfers done and make money. Gang Sheets, there are websites that have them. Yeah, Gang Sheets is the website that I was showing earlier. That's pretty much what these transfers are. They're Gang Sheet transfers. I did a 24 by 24 Gang Sheet. Oh yeah. There's nothing wrong with sublimation. Off gate. Sublimation was okay. Every process that we do as crafters, there's pros and cons to all of them. Pros and cons to every last one. Okay. So for instance, vinyl is awesome. You can do all kind of stuff with vinyl. Vinyl is cool. I used to do this design in vinyl. So you just need orange and white vinyl, cut it out, and you got, your design. Um, Vinyl has the glitters. Some vinyls you can sublimate them, and there's a lot of positives to vinyl, but there are drawbacks as well. You have to weed vinyl. You have to layer vinyl, the two different colors. DTF, I don't have to layer vinyl in two different colors. I don't have to weed, but I do have to have it powdered. I do have to have a pretty pricey printer to print it out for the transfers. I mean, you see what I'm saying? And then you also have sublimation. Sublimation is amazing. Sublimation is like awesome sauce for making shirts and stuff, but I cannot sublimate on cotton. I can sublimate on something else and put it on cotton, like for instance, Easy Subli. But even then, I have to be able to, I keep forgetting to take the other one off. I have to be able to cut it out with the Cricut, which is limited in size. So I can't just cut 12 by 12. I have to cut it out in a printer size, or the biggest size that it'll let me do, and then cut it out, print and cut. Then I have to weed it. And sometimes it doesn't weed all the way up against whatever it is that I'm doing, so that I don't have white around the outside of the letter. You kind of gotta, you see what I'm saying? So no matter what you do, there's drawbacks, pros and cons. The thing is, which pros and which cons are the most valuable to you? What can you live with? What can you not live with? That's what you kind of have to come to a final decision on. And with DTF, for me, I don't like to weed, period. I refuse. I could sublimate this on Easy Subli and do it myself, but it was easier to have a DTF transfer printed, sent to me, and just use it that way. Vinyl takes a long time to weed. If you have a lot to do, that is absolutely correct. Whereas DTF, you just print it out. Just got my sublimation printer today. Kevin Moore, what we do around here is for the folks who get new babies. We ring the bell for you. Now, normally I would only ring the bell on a Sunday, but I don't remember your name, and I don't remember you ever mentioning that you got a new baby. So we're going to ring the bell for you. Kevin Moore, congratulations on your new sublimation printer. Woo! Holla! Yes. Congratulations. Because we know how hard it is around here to get equipment. Our equipment is not inexpensive. So we celebrate the babies that folks get. You get a new baby, we're going to ring the bell, period. That's just how we go. That's how we roll. All right. So, there's pros and cons to everything. Me personally, sublimation is so flipping awesome. You're welcome, Kevin. It's so flipping awesome because sublimation, you could do keychains, you could do shirts, you could do pants, you could do hats, you can do mugs, you could do tumblers, sublimation just encompasses so much. It just does not make any kind of sense. That's why I like sublimation. Sublimation is just like the bee's knees for options of making money on different things, whereas DTF is kind of like, it's not just shirts. You can do a couple of other things with DTF, but it's just like sublimation is permanent. Sublimation is bomb. Sublimation is full color for the most part, except for the white. That's the only thing. You have to have a white substrate, period. So yes, there are pros and cons to everything. And the thing is, what can you live with and what can you not live with? The biggest pro is you don't have to invest in the equipment to do it yourself because it can be inexpensive, and it allows you to test it out and see if you want to invest in it later after you build. Youngsters clothing, that's true. And you actually can do that with just about everything we do. The only exception I've seen on that would be embroidery, for instance, because embroidery, you got to have an embroidery machine. Like you can't I mean, you can have somebody embroider for you, but it's not you doing the embroidery. You know what I'm saying? Whereas with vinyl, if you got a friend that's got a Cricut, you can have them cut the transfer out for you and you take it home and weed it yourself. You don't have to have a Cricut or a Silhouette or whatever. Same with sublimation. You can have somebody print the sublimation transfers for you. And then you press it to whatever blank it is that you want to have it on yourself later. You don't have to press it right away. You don't have to have the sublimation printer. The same with DTF. You don't have to have a DTF printer. You can have somebody else print it for you. Embroidery? Nah, bro. You got to have an embroidery machine. Got to have the embroidery. Unless it's patches. You know, you can have somebody else embroider the patches and give you the patches. But regular embroidery? Nah, you got to have the machine. Laser. You got to have a laser machine. You can't, you know, you got to pay somebody else to cut laser if you don't have one. Those two are pretty much the way. I like to weed. I can design a shirt while having fun in this group on YouTube. That's good. I am not a weeding person, Miss JB. Boy, you talking about somebody be wanting to fight. I'll never forget a relative. My mom loves to weed. Like if I had something I needed to weed, I can call mama. But a relative of mine called. She was like, would you do a graduation shirt? My dumb butt, instead of saying, okay, what design you thinking about? I says, yes, I can. Sure did, y'all. I was so upset with myself when she showed me that design. And it was the design where it was a graduation design. The graduate, it was a woman with the afro, and she had the graduation cap on with the tassel. But inside the afro hair, it had probably about 20 different words in there in her hair. So not only did I have to weed, you know, the eyes, the nose, the face, that stuff, I had to weed out all them stupid little words in the hair. I was so sad, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh my God, never, ever, ever again. Knowing I'm lying, would I take a design without knowing what in the world it is first? I was so sad. That was before I got into DTF. Yeah, my sister does my vinyl for me on her Cricut. See, Kevin, see what I'm saying? We works together out here in these streets. We works together. I'm not a vinyl person, though. No, sir. And my mom be like, all you gotta do is give me your vinyl. I don't even want to see it. So simple designs like the playing card shirt that I did. Clarence, did I show you? I didn't know that I even showed you. God, I don't even know that I showed you the shirt. I did the video. I just got to edit it. I haven't edited the video yet. But let me see. If you still in here. Whoops. Come on. This is the shirt that I made. And I did the step-by-step video on how I made the shirt. And cut it out with the Cricut. On Cricut Design Space, and how I got the design to bring into Design Space to make it. So this is vinyl on the shirt. This was easy to weed. Look at all that space. I weed this all day long because there was just one little oh my God, there was one little thing, one big area to weed. All that little itty bitty stuff, man, be like, I don't want to do this. I'd be mad, ready to fight. I don't like to weed. Nice and clean, right? That's it. That's the way I want it. All them little nooks and crannies and up and down and backwards and forwards, y'all can have that. I don't like it so much. I don't even be wanting to put my own family through it. My mama talking about, I'll do it. I don't even want to torture you like that. It's not, I like whatever. You torturing me. Oh, sweet. You can have that shirt. Shoot. Even though it's glitter vinyl. You might not want to wear glitter vinyl, but yeah, I have the video. I just need to finish editing it, and this order came in, so I had to stop. I had to stop and doing anything else. So I hadn't been able to finish editing the video. But we did 2 different designs with in that video. One is with a design that's already on Cricut, and the other is with the design, that playing card design that I got off of Google. So show you 2 different ways to make a shirt that you can use to make money. I still didn't take this thing off. So hopefully you guys, I'll have that video up soon and you'll be able to see it. And then, even though, you know, most people know how to do, in our circle anyway, most folks know the ins and outs and the nuances of doing HTV, heat transfer vinyl, with the Cricut. But for those who may not know, we're going to post a refresher and update. Y'all, I am running out of steam. Do you hear me? Running real slick. Oh, running out of steam. So these are size large. I may have to stop and pick back up tomorrow because I can't make myself sick. All right. And we've been on for what, 3-4 hours now? Can't even remember. What time is it? 3 hours so far. So I know I'm tired. All right. And I am not. I got up. I didn't get to. Well, I did sleep, but how many more shirts we got over here? 1, 2. What? 2 more? Sweet. Yeah, I might have to stop after these 2. After these 3. This one in my hand and the next 2 because I'm tired. Watching you work and talk is very relaxing. Thank you, Miss JB. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate all y'all for hanging out late, watching while we work. So I love doing shirts, but when it's this many and it's this hot and I'm this tired after cooking all day. Speaking of which, I gotta put my pies up. Okay, have it. I gotta do that before I go to bed. That's almost perfect. A smidgety smidge. Okay. Mercy. Ah, crap. We got to do the second press. I'm going to do the second press before I go to bed. I want these completely done. I don't want to not have these completely done. Oh, man. Y'all, we had thunder earlier. I ain't heard not a damn bit of rain. That would have helped cool it off, and I might have been able to keep going. I'm an hour behind you. Okay, cool. First video yours I seen was the red varsity jackets you did in rhinestone and vinyl. That's how it became. Oh, sweet, Youngsters Clothing. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I still do those jackets from time to time. Matter of fact, the embroidery that I was going to do tonight, duffel bags, was for them. I need to get those duffel bags done because I have not. And I have been doing quite a bit of embroidery for them. Those guys and these guys are my only work customers I have as far as like doing actual work for. I don't do for hire work anymore. I just can't, y'all. My health won't let me. And because I'm getting to where I forget things and stuff, it's just not worth it. It's just not. And I would have my daughter-in-law hooked up with all of this, but she's got two little ones. Even though now's the time when you're young and spunky to be able to do stuff. I'm not young and spunky no more, y'all. So, old crow. All right, let's see. I'm up weed now. Girl, you can have it. Telling you. I'm gonna be like, I'll pay you $1 million to weed this. You know what? I don't need that money that bad. Ooh, that's petty. That's petty. I need my sanity over that money. All right, last one for the initial press, and then we'll switch over to doing the final press of the size large shirts. All 20 will be done. So then that'll leave the 10 size medium. How many smalls do I have to do? I cannot remember. Let's see. I can look at it real quick. For this invoice, I have 5 smalls. For this invoice, I have 5 smalls. So 10 smalls. 10, I think it was 10 smalls, 10 mediums. Was it 10 mediums? Pretty sure it was 10 mediums. Okay. All right, y'all. So that was the last of the first press. So now let us flip these over. They're still good and warm because each t-shirt was helping keep the other one warm. Let me move this so I can see. 1 1/3, 1 the family business. Gotta keep teach the grandbabies. What? Who you telling? Them chaps need to learn. Much as they be wanting to snack. Wish more people would start making the flock rhinestone templates for sale. Every time I watch a video of a cutting machine not completely cutting the circles, I know I am not up to trying it. I'm gonna tell you why, Chris Smith. Unfortunately, the reason why was I had at one time considered doing that, but I don't like cutting rhinestone templates because technically, for instance, let's put it into this perspective. You remember how you could go to beauty supply store or something like that somewhere and be able to buy those bootleg DVDs? Those are technically illegal because we don't own the rights to resell that movie, right? So likewise, those rhinestone designs belong to the designer. And because those designs belong to the designer, you have to have permission to duplicate that design in template form. Most of them do not want you to do that. Most of them, they don't. That's a no-no. Even if, say for instance, you bought the design and you called me and said, hey, I bought the design, can you cut it for me? Even though you bought it, because you have to give it to me to cut it, you're sharing a design. So that's a no-no as well. Because if you buy the design and want me to cut it, you're basically giving me the design for free to cut it. You see what I'm saying? So technically, I need to buy the design as well in order to cut it. So that's why you don't find many people who do it. And then, like, for instance, My Foul Addiction, who does create rhinestone designs herself, she won't even cut them of her own design because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to sit there, cut that darn flock out, and then you didn't cut out the flock, and then you got to ship it, and it's kind of a headache. It's kind of a headache. It really is. But not everybody wants to cut flock. Not everybody cares to cut flock. I mean, I get it. Just like you get it. You understand that, but it's not everybody does understand that. And so they're like, it's not okay, but I don't want to not break the law. That's the wrong verbiage, but I don't want to transgress on somebody else's rights by duplicating their stuff when they don't want that. So I don't offer it either. But at some point in time, who knows? Because I have started trying to do some designing myself, and I know I can, like, cut my own designs. And then too, if I create a design, like for instance, if you came up with a design like this, I had this duplicated, so that's mine. So I can cut this out for somebody else because it's mine. Even though she made it for me, I paid her to make it for me exclusively. So I can cut this out if I want to. But I'm not going to because this is not my logo. So I'm not going to do that for anybody else. Whereas McQuacken's is mine. So the McQuacken's design, I can duplicate it. I can cut it out. I can sell it. I can give it away. I can do what I want to with it because she made that for me and gave it to me. And told me I had, that it was mine. So at some point, we just got to get, some artwork that we can cut out. At some point. That's what we need. But if we could figure a way to do that though, Chris Smith, I swear it's money. It's money in it because folks want templates and they want templates already cut. They don't want to cut their own templates. But the other part to that too though is the one designer that I did know who was cutting her own designs and templates and selling them. And templates was like $40, $50. Because you're paying for the flock, the time to cut it, and shipping it. It wasn't cheap. It was not inexpensive. $40 for a rhinestone template. And you can't be mad because template flock is not inexpensive. So I wasn't even mad at her for that. Like, oh, she's trying to rob people. No. I know how much flock costs, so it made all the sense in the world to me. And a lot of people don't want to pay that much for a template. Yes, I can send anybody a picture. So I can sell a template of McQuacken's. I haven't been. If somebody wants to make McQuacken's, I will happily email it right on over to you. But I have not sold his template. But yeah, Clarence, with DTF, I can send in, just like that picture you sent me that the person wants on their shirt, that can be done DTF. But for you, I was suggesting a different path. Almost messed up again. I was suggesting a different path for you on that because I think Easy Subly is going to be the better option for us with that for right now. Because you already have a sublimation machine. So you don't have to rely on somebody else to get that picture done. That's why, for me, I think the Easy Subly, when you get it, is going to be the better deal instead of DTF. Now, if you were doing any of them designs like what I texted you and showed you some of those other pictures, you can do that Easy Subly as well. But those can also be done DTF. Because then the reason why I'm saying... the other reason why I'm saying that is if you do DTF, it's almost a better value to do more than one. So if you're paying somebody to print DTF transfers, don't do 2, 3, 4. You need to do something like 20, 10 to 20 of each design. So you make it worth your more bang for your buck. Whereas if you're doing 1 or 2 of something, do the Easy Subly. But we'll talk about that a little bit more as we go. I'm just trying to ease you into some of this stuff. But yeah, DTF, you can DTF anything. It does not matter. Full color. multiple colors, all colors, doesn't matter. DTF is the bee's knees. And it's affordable. Whereas there's another option out there called white toner transfers, but they are much more expensive. I mean, a heck of a lot more, like double the price of DTF. So, but we'll show you what some of all of those look like and get you hooked on up. Oh, did you get the catalog? The Carolina Made catalog? Have you been looking through it? It's going to be overwhelming because that's a thick book of stuff. Even though it doesn't have prices in it, but still, you know, you can kind of tell what costs more. I don't know how to put it. I'll tell you, Gildans are your better price-wise. Anything Gildan is your best bet price-wise as far as shirts, hoodies, that type stuff. But what we'll do is, like I said, you let me know which ones in the book that you're interested in, and then I'll, let you know what the price is at that time. But just keep in mind the price always, it fluctuates with the market. And but it's a good ballpark. And let you know what's available and what's not. Hey, Lena Doyle, how are you? Looked at it some. Yeah, it's gonna be overwhelming now. That's a big book. That's a big old darn book. Full of stuff. Hats, tote bags, blankets, shirts, hoodies, sweatpants. About the only darn thing they don't have is shoes. And I'm surprised they don't have that. Aprons. It's crazy. Oh, that's a mess up. Oh, this is the final press. We got one more shirt, y'all, and I'm gonna sign off because eyes tarred. But that's all 20. This will be the 20th of the large. Then, like we counted, I have 10 mediums to do, 10 smalls to do. And I think I have a couple of 2X that they ordered. I think. I'll have to go back and count again. But I done, this little bit done hooked me. So both me and Tilly need to go to bed. So here is the rest of the transfers. Not the rest of them, but what I got left out of that pile. This is the last of the large. So all I do is stack all of the larges together when I don't bag them. Hold on, let me see. Make sure this ain't too hot. So I stack them all together just like so. I try to have it at least kind of somewhat neat and laid out. For this particular customer. And if you have another customer, like family reunion shirts or whatever, I would charge extra for bagging, So say, for instance, you're charging $15 a shirt and, they're going to be handing them out to members of the family, but they want them bagged separately. So all they got to do is, get their bag and blah, blah, blah. Well, then that's $20 a shirt for me to bag them. You got to make your money off of the different services. Okay, so now that I have them all just about uniformed, and all I do is fold them over. They're all size large, and then hand them to them like this. Now, with this particular customer, though, there are 2 business locations. So I'm going to actually go back and separate this pile of large into the amount per location. So one location may have had 12, the other location may have had 8. So I'll separate it like that. But this is pretty much how I do it for those who may be interested. And for those who may be wondering, I generally would take, although this one is not done, I'll take a shirt, lay it face down, and then I'll bring it in by the sleeve. Bring it in by the sleeve. Although there is a contraption on Amazon that will help you fold shirts just so. But because I am a little bit on the frugal side, I just do it myself. Fold it up. And there I have my folded shirt. And then I get the bag and slide it into the baggie. And it gives a really nice, professional, polished look. Like you really took extra time to, you know, do something extra for your customer instead of just handing them a naked shirt. Okay. Slide it in. There's an easier way to do it. Miss Bickham showed me one time where you fold a piece of cardboard to help the shirt slide in without it folding up like it's doing me now, and then pull the cardboard out after you're done. But I have yet to do that trick. And then pull the sticky thing off, fold it over, stick it in place, and there you got a shirt. And and I actually go a step further and add, where is it? I actually go a step further and I've bought these labels from Amazon, and I'll put what size the shirt is on a bold sticker on the bag so that they don't have to try and look at the tag to see what size it is. Oh yeah, Sharon Davenport, I always leave my lives up. Yeah, Marissa. Hey, Marissa. Hey, Hawaii Fab 808. Aloha. How are you, honey? So glad you came on. I got so much done while listening to you, including braiding the great granddaughter's hair. Woo! Go ahead. Oh, mama. I used to braid. I still could probably, but the way my arthritis is, it's a fool. Be all cramped up like this by the time I'm over and done with. Yeah, the cardboard actually does make a difference. I just keep forgetting to do it. I really do. Because see, you saw how I kind of like struggled just a smidge to get that to slide in. Let's see, how big is this? So imagine this is the cardboard. You just kind of like tuck it right in here, like so, in the shirt. And then you slide your shirt in. Of course, this is a little bit too big for this envelope, so the cardboard would have to be smaller. But look, it just slides right in. Except for right in here, it's not wanting to slide right in, but whatever. It's got to make me look goofy. Slide it in, and then slide this out. Bloop, and fold and close up your shirt. Just like so. And then do the next shirt. And this also, if the cardboard is cut just right, like I said, this is a little bit too big. Let me see something. That's a little bit too small, but say for instance, this was your, you cut the piece of cardboard to the right size, then you'll know that this is the size, how small the shirt needs to be folded to go into the bag. But with the flippy board thingy usually folds it all at the same size every time. My bags are 13 by 10. I'll have to look it up. I'm pretty sure they're 13 by 10. Oh, 10. Oh, that was not 10. That was 10. 10 by, you don't count that. 10 by 13. You don't count the flap. You count from where it folds. So 10 by 13. So, yep, that's how you bag up your shirts and get them looking real pretty. And they be like, oh, she's so professional. Her stuff look good. And I'll be like, yep, you's right. We's professional around here. Hawaii Fab 08, I am so glad you caught us live. We love having you here with us. We love having you here. You're welcome, Kevin. Let me cut Tilly off because Tilly's still over here smoking. Tilly, you got to go to bed. I got to go to bed too. All right, y'all. Thank you for hanging out. Let me get you switched over so that I can give a proper adieu. Oh, move these shirts out of my chair that we got done. And then come in. Oh, have a sit down. I tell you, you get old, sometimes you just be like, bro. All righty. So, thank y'all for hanging out. You see, I was tired. I'm finna give me a bottle of water, a cold bottle of water. Drink that and go my butt to bed. So I enjoyed y'all up until 1:23 in the morning. Again, Sunday, be sure to tune in so that you can be a part of the giveaway for the Caesar color catalog thingy that I was showing. It is very helpful, especially if you do vinyl. If you do vinyl, it's good to have so that you can have a reference for your colors. And then when you call WM Plastics or you go online to place your order, you will know exactly what color you need. And so I absolutely love that catalog. I try to get one every time, every year rather, because they usually come out with a new one a year. So I have some of my older ones, like here's one right here, is the older version. But they upgrade, of course, every time they add new colors. So like this is a much older one. This one is from 2019. So my other one that I just got was 2021. So this is older. But at any rate, thank y'all for hanging out. I enjoyed it. It was fun. We will have pretty much about the same, not the same information, but we'll talk about a lot of the same subjects. And I'll have more tangible access to the websites and the show you a little bit more hands-on stuff. Like, for instance, someone asked about where to get the t-shirts. I have more information on that, show you what the catalog looks like from one of the places I get shirts from, and then give you information on the other place I get shirts from, and it might surprise you. So definitely check in on Sunday about that. And like I said, Sundays 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So East Coast time, it'll be 9 o'clock. I think it's something like what time? Before? No, 6 or 7 East West Coast time. I can't remember, child. Y'all know how I am with my math, but I knows when my money is short. Holler. All right, we will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a great night. Sorry I didn't get to the embroidery, but we did a lot of talking, we did a lot of referring, and I showed you a lot of stuff on the website. So we'll try to do embroidery next time, but meanwhile, I'll take embroidery out of the title. But at any rate, I hope y'all have a great night. I enjoyed you all, and we will holler at 6 West Coast. Okay, thank you, Marissa and Sharon Davenport, because you know I don't know. Y'all have a good night. I gotta get a water heater installed tomorrow, so y'all ain't gonna hear from me tomorrow, but we'll holler at you Sunday. Talk to y'all later. Bye.